right, chat. All right, chat. We're double checking everything here. Audio seems to be okay. Let's double check on the cellular device. Check, check. Audio. Yes, it is. That's what we like to see, y'all. Okay, so today it's time for fun time. I'm excited to see where we end up with this. I got an open seat. The business partner, Monsieur Patty, ain't here yet, but I am very excited. I'm so excited for this. So I'm doing like kind of the informal. Let's double check that all my windows are set up properly. What do we got going on here? So, chatbot working, chatbot working, chatbot working. Yes, we are. Okay. As always, I'm simulcasting, so I am live on Twitch, I am live on YouTube, and I am live on The Kick. Minimal following on The Kick, but that's fine, that's fine. We ain't stressed about that. We ain't stressed about that. You're stressed about that. Can I drop a heart in here? What happens? Hundo. Nothing really there. Okay, alright. What's this? What's this one? Participants. Restream bot. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, we got the chat bot. Alright. Use the better camera today so that hopefully we can look a little prettier for my edits. And so, what I learned from doing my last ones is we're going to roll through scrolling the gallery of items we've got first, which you can see right here. And they've already hit a pretty high price point. So I'm just going to take a quick scroll for my own personal pleasure. And then I will do my little YouTube intro. And after the YouTube intro, we will get rocking on doing the review of all the items from first to go and last to go, right? So, right now, we are looking at the highest, the things with most bids. Let's see, can we do highest price? Price highest. So the highest price good, the teak chairs ran up. So we'll switch you over. We'll switch you over, and I'll do my YouTube intro on the other screen, and I'll get set in a more video appealing position per se, right? So we're gonna drop into eBay focus. Fantastic, fantastic. And we're gonna switch the sub goal a little bit. I'm fine with some of the jams. The jams in the background ain't so bad. We'll leave some of them going. We're going to end up turning them off for stream so that I don't have to worry about any audio issues. Manage goals. Start a new sub goal for Twitch. New sub goal, new sub goal. End goal. Goal amount. We're going to do 35 new subs. Working towards a new stream comp for warehouse. New warehouse computer. Heart. Start the goal. There we go. There we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So I am very excited. Considering it's our first one, it's a big achievement, and it's good to see the items running up. This tool dock here, that you can see on the right-hand side, is a very important item. I'm quite interested to see how much it goes for. Teak chairs, glad they ran up because they are rare. They are, like, teak is one of the most rare types of furniture wood out there. So whether people are buying it to, like, revitalize it or just use it as is, it deserves to find a good home. Is my main concern there, you know what I'm saying? Simonized corded. So we've got a lot of power tools in this one and a lot of materials in this lot. Patty used to be a contractor. So I was very intrigued at seeing how these work in contrast to your typical auction antique items. Dresser going for 18 bucks, right? That's a pretty good W. And what I'm curious about is the bidding wars, right? How much do these get run up last minute? Because that's what will really be the test of how all these things perform in the long run. And it's very appealing to see that a lot of these have ran up in the last few hours. It's good to know that, especially when trusting Max Sold as a service base, it's not exactly a matter of getting all of the bidders in at the beginning, which is at high bid or other auction houses, you have to really secure your audience base and clientele off rip, right? So let's see. We've got almost every item has a bid of at least $2. So that means there's competition coming in on them as well, which is very intriguing to me. Let's see what we're working with. What are we working with? Tile cutter, trade, so everything. Let's see, it should only be about like 20 items, maybe less, that don't have bids. And that's ultimately, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 29, it's a bit more of a percentage that we would want to go unbid on. But this auction wasn't necessarily catered towards what we knew the client base would want. It's full of tests. So like personal 2 tests I did was the cassette lot and the coax cables. And those are evidently, people just don't care about them, which is totally fine. No judgment on that base. It's good to know. I thought the coax cables, like some audiophile may pop in and want them, but it totally makes sense. That one I'm not, no butthurt about. And we've got the solid wood banister was my kind of like, F it, let's throw it in, see what it goes for. Nada, eh? The ABS pipe I thought someone would actually want. And we already have a lot of caster wheels in there. So I'm not too surprised that the caster wheels didn't go for all that much. Veneer panels, the laminate lot, those are all also like, I kind of see why people didn't bid up the laminate lot and stuff like that. Trim, various sizes. IKEA Voxtorp. Yeah, a lot less IKEA bids than I thought, which is fine. Those are, I can literally ship those on eBay, and that's probably going to be the backup for the IKEA items if I had to gambit. But, so, we'll do this the formal way. We're going to switch this to lowest lot number so that we can watch them close in real time. We've got 1 hour and 7 minutes on all the items. Since it's max sold, it looks like we've got 4 items closing in a minute, probably 15 seconds apart from each other. So this one is going to be way, way more rapid fire than my other announcements for covering a stream reaction, right? But it'll be fun. I've been practicing it, so I'm definitely going to be able to scramble through them a hell of a lot quicker than I'm used to, you know? But I'm going to switch back to the main screen here. We're going to go back to the main scene. And I'm going to do my little spiel. We'll pull the mic over here since I got no Patty, my co-host, ain't here yet. And we'll open this up. We'll get a little, let's get relaxed, you know? We'll show some, we'll get cozy. Let me double check my windows, and then I'm going to put on my YouTube voice here, and we're going to get it rocking. We're going to see, we get it rocking, put on the YouTube voice. And get my intro prepared so that I can cut it into frame later. Okay? So, we'll do one. Watch this, watch this. Oh, I gotta stop the music. Put the music back on after, alright? Music will stop once we're doing the actual live video so that I can cut it in post. You know what I'm saying? But, welcome everybody. My name's Bailey. I operate an eBay store called Grandma's Dead Stock. Lately, I've been working alongside somebody named Patty who operates Patty's Pop-Ups, spelled exactly how it sounds, Paddys. And what we've been doing as of late is beginning a pseudo auction house, which you can see in the screen below me. This is now our second one. Our first one was hosted alongside Acorn Auctions, and shout out to Acorn Auctions. It was a pleasure working with them. And now this time, we're working with Max Sold. And what we're doing today is an auction reaction stream. So as our items close out, as all of the bidding closes, we're here commentating on the process. So you can hang out with us as we get excited about these items selling for higher than we wanted or lower than we wanted, or Lord knows how it's going to go. And that's the excitement of it. And we're just hoping that we can bring you like some company through that exhilarating process. Without further ado, I'm going to end up doing some movie magic when this is done. And when I clap, Patty will appear. All right? So, the thing is, he's got way more responsibilities than me. This gentleman, he's got an actual family to take care of and everything. So he's going to be chilling with that. He's probably coming in like right before it starts. So I'll take a break at like 6:35-ish, 6:35 I would estimate. And then he should be arriving around 6:35, 6:45. And I'll be on again, 6:45, 6:50. And we're going to get right to getting into the sauce, okay? So, my story time now. We're going to run through the items. I am curious. We're going to run through them from lot number 1 all the way down to lot number 150, 180. So, first 2 lots. It's almost like going down memory lane when you do these things, because I took all the photos for every single one of these pieces. When we're looking at these 2 sawhorses, I'm happy they were sitting unbid for a while. These sawhorses were sitting with like no actual competition on them, and I figured they're like a cheap asset. Like, I know they're not fancy highfalutin products, but hey man, plastic sawhorses, it's a cheap investment to add to your garage kit. So I'm glad to see we got one going for 11. We got one going for 20. These guys, the 27-inch ones, are actually longer. I'm going to restart this page here. Restart this page here. Open this bad boy up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Don't show again. Dismiss. Toolkit lot, concrete bits. These concrete bits, MSRP, they can go for quite a bit of money. So I'm also very happy to see that they've got some bids on them. And considering these are the first ones, these are all, because they're like medium interest lots. We started with these because they are stuff that we knew would sell, but aren't particularly like high value, high target items for the general consumer. So I was very intrigued to see whether or not they would get a bidding war going on them as the items close. Now, we definitely do see that the bids are going up right before close. So we got an hour left. We got an hour left. This framing nailer was actually, to me, I knew these existed, these framing nailers, right? But I haven't seen, these are the OG ones. It's powered with a gas canister. So this guy, you jam a gas canister and a battery in it. And that's how, so this was like pre-DeWalt battery, primo contract material era, right? Because everything now, it's you got a DeWalt battery or you got a Milwaukee battery, and all your toolkit is powered off the same thing. So this pass load cordless impulse framing nailer in working condition is seriously, it's the first piece of technology in that line of like cordless framing nailers. It's still fully functional. So if someone's looking to get their equipment kit started, it literally works. You can use modern nails in it and everything. So I'm glad to see it going for $20 because it could be used for like household use, or it could be applied to frickin', if you want to take it contracting, you can. Some of the mans, you're going to take it on site and they're going to look at you like that thing's ancient. But hey man, maybe it will command some respect with the boys on site, you know what I mean? Now this one, the laser level, I can't believe it's $43. I've looked at a lot of laser levels in my time. It's unbranded, but I guess it's great for household use, and kind of the same thing. Like, you bring it on site, and it's not necessarily bad. So we're looking at the laser level here, right? Fully functional, pretty mint, pretty crisp, but there's nothing too crazy about it, right? So I gathered that it's like someone must need it for household use. And shout out to Max Sold. The fact that we can host high quality images on their auction platform, I think, is an incredible benefit to helping the items sell. And when we're hosting these streams, I want to remind everyone that this is simulcast. So I'm on Twitch, I'm on Kick, and I'm on YouTube. I'm on all three platforms. So whatever you say on Twitch, the people on YouTube can see, and whatever you see on YouTube, the people on Twitch can see. The only lonely boys is actually Kick, but that is okay with me. I'm fine with that one growing as slow as possible. When we're talking about the YouTube audience, this is garnered for someone. Our YouTube live link is in each of the descriptions of these items, so that as you want to bid up something, you've got me and my partner Patty, who's going to be here. We're going to be hyping up what's good and getting excited as we see these items either close for more or less. And as we're looking at, so we got these 3 Stanley toolkits filled with fasteners. These toolkits, MSRP, like for sale price at a Home Depot or whatever, these toolkits themselves, minimum $30 a pop. So that it's really, I'm hyped to see them going for at least 50. I debate if they're going to go for higher, but this is like, if you want to set up your home, bro, these are high quality plastic. These things will last you literally your lifetime probably, unless you truly beat them up by taking them on site. If they're for household use, you good. You genuinely good. You got nothing to worry about in that department. And then I'm just double checking a quick window here. I'm always multitasking like a madman. Pop over here. We got the lot of 2X metal locking cabinets. There we go. 1 up to 11. So people are bidding on them. These guys, these metal locking cabinets are perfect for like a garage or a professional garage. They're made out of sheet metal, so they're not that heavy. They were used previously in like a carpenter's warehouse. So we had to clean out a bit of sawdust out of them, but they do come with a set of keys as well. So they're already like good to go, ready to mount. You put some screws in the wall, hang them up. That's all it takes. So I'm happy as long as they go for, I want these, both sets. We got 2 sets of them at $15. I'm very content with that. Very content with that. I see this one already got bid up in real time as we're sitting here. We've got the Stanley toolbox. So same with the plastic toolbox that I was talking about. These Stanley toolboxes, bro, these mans, they're going to last you a lifetime. They're made out of steel. Hey, and we see the fasteners going up $5. Shouts to you. Shouts to you. Thank you for the bids. We got the Stanley Toolbox Lot 1, drill bits and more. These things, now the kind of the stuff included, that's, you know, it's marginal. If you're just getting your bases covered, it's not really the most important pieces. But if you're really trying to restock your garage or your contracting kit, fits both. But these toolboxes will last a freaking lifetime. I would highly recommend them if you've got a really good wrench set, really good drill set, and everything included. It's kind of just like a nice little bonus. But it's a heavy-duty plastic, steel on the exterior. It's nailed, so it won't rust, with the corrugated top. Actually, it's not corrugated. I forget what that pattern is called. So we got 2 sets of these, $14 a pop. These guys are probably going to end up going up a bit. I see that the fasteners kit went up. The 22-inch sawhorse also went up, so this is good. We're meeting our minimum. Our goal is to hit $20 for the high-quality lots. This socket set, mixed high quality, as the name says, it's mixed high quality. So we got some really nice ones in this socket set, but not necessarily anything to write home about. But if you work with wrenches a lot, you work with like socket wrenches, these are Husky. They're brand name, high-quality steel. And you've got a variety of bits. So hopefully someone who's like seriously going to use them. 355 views. We got a good amount of views on each of these posts, and that really does make me happy to see. These sockets are minimally used in high quality, various calibers, large gauges, and various brands, including Husky. The stackable bins do come with this set as well. So I do find this very notable. And we're looking at vice grips. Same thing, MSRP, all these lots of vice grips. They're not only are these rare ones, they're quite expensive. These things are like $45 a pop, brand new. So it's this exact same rant I've been given the entire time. Whether you're like looking to fill up your household garage or your contracting kit, like these are some of the most unique ones I've ever seen. Like the clamps on them, I wouldn't even know what this weird rigid one. You see him? Right here. This guy. He's got like square teeth. What do you need square teeth vice grips for? It's kind of trippy to me, but it's still very interesting nonetheless. And again, you guys can see the chatbot. The chatbot. Let's make sure the YouTube guys got that. Did the YouTube guys get my chatbot? Oh, YouTube didn't get the chatbot. Okay, so here we're gonna do y'all a favor. If you want to jump in on this auction, blammo, right there. The link is in the chat. Don't be afraid. We got a lot of the items available still. Auction closes for 7 p.m. EST, and it is a soft close. So that means that if there's competition on the bid in the last 2 minutes, it will give it time so that you get an extra minute, 2 minutes, I think, to bid again so that the lot keeps running, just so that you can't get sniped. There has been cases in old style auction houses where a whale will just roll in and upbid everything on the last go, and you're out of luck. So in this case, it's a wonderful feature of Max Sold. Not only does every item start at $1, they do the soft close so that you have the potential to actually pop in and fight for an item if it really piques your interest. Let me check the cellular device. We got no messages. We're good to go. These antique C-clamps, sold a couple of them in the last auction. They are genuinely antique. They're made out of cast iron, brink and cotton. Still functional, still fully working. Like, if you're doing woodworking, could be very cool to like complete a very rustic style kit. They are both 4-inch and 5-inch. My funny story from working with the the vice grips and the clamps, the vice grips specifically, I'm like, I wonder what the vice grips model numbers are. Like, why does it say 11R and why does it say 9R? Huh, weird. I wonder what really brings the diversity for these pieces. Measured them, it's 9 inches and 11 inches. I was like, ow. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I felt a little foolish after I took out the measuring tape. It was like, okay, yeah, it's solid, totally. So, ratcheting clamps, of course. I hope they get bid up past $6, but we'll see. Considering the money's getting spread out a bit better, fair enough. Hickory mallet and blacksmith hammer. I was looking up the blacksmith hammer on eBay, and it is an antique collectible with some folks. So the blacksmith hammer is what I can kind of see as being the keynote piece of this lot. And the hickory mallet, the thing is, if you need a blacksmith hammer, you probably have a use for a plastic mallet. So I thought it was a very fair lot to toss together. So markings are Whale 1000, and that is on the actual blacksmith hammer. And what do we have? Please call the police. This is serious. Guys, get out. Oh, John Andwick. You sound like a bot. I don't think you're a bot, but you're likely a bot. That is hilarious, though. I wonder if that bot actually tricks people into panicking about what's going on. That's jokes to me. John Andwick. Wow, what a bot title. You look through. Ah, nice to see you, Giga. Nice to see you. I'm running through them by lot number. Just before 6:30, I'm going to check out the highest bids. I'm going to take a quick break at like 6:35 to see where the business partner is at. and then we'll be right back minimum 10 minutes before the auction is closing down. And it's awesome that you're looking through it with your dad. I hope he can find some stuff that he likes. More importantly, I'm sure some of these like old Makitas, like this Makita jigsaw, these were hard to let go. Not this plastic one, this metal one. This steel Makita jigsaw was kind of hard for us to let go. It feels like an antique. It's a power tool, but both of us were obsessing over how cool it is to actually have a steel Makita. And it still runs. It's got some issues with its cord, but holding these things, they're so hardy. It's like, oh, this is, you don't see tools like this no more. Your call, sir. So it's very interesting. These are serious antique tools. Again, we got the auction link. I'm going to toss it over to the YouTube because I see that my stream elements isn't popping into the YouTube today, which is I'm very surprised by it. So we're gonna drop you in right here. We're gonna say hi in the YouTube chat, right there. Sorry for the spam on the Twitch. And these, the two, like, I get why the ancient ones aren't going for so much. This Black & Decker router, same thing. It's one of the early models of a Black & Decker router. And it's reliable. These fucking things last you ages. So old, it's got a flip switch on it. It's got one of them silver flip switches, which you definitely don't see so often anymore. And when it comes to the plastic Makita jigsaw, it is much newer, so I'm not too surprised that this is the one that's flying off the shelf. If anything, this one looks like, look how gunked up it was. Someone definitely taped it up. Either that or they were cutting boards that had tape on them. And it totally got onto that item. Functional, fully working, great addition to a home toolkit. The Ryobi corded belt sander. Same thing. It's Ryobi. Ryobi used to be a big brand name, and now it's got some schmutz on the name, you know. Ryobi definitely ain't what it used to be, but this belt sander, fully functional. It's got a bag. There's no issues with it. It's a great addition to any home kit. This one probably I wouldn't recommend for a contractor, but if you refinish furniture, whether you're a reseller or a hobbyist, it's a good choice. And again, thank you, Giga, for all the support, and thank you for inviting your father to look at the tools. That's fire. This oak parlor table. We've got 2 parlor tables in the auction. This is the worst of the 2. It's still good. No issues. This one, I would say, perfect for a reseller. This oak parlor table. So as long as it goes for 15 bucks, I'm satisfied. It needs a good little... I don't think you even have to sand it. You could just, like, give it a light sanding and another coat of stain. And this guy, he's pretty. He's got some blemishes, but a nice little coat. And I think those blemishes tell a bit more of like an age story than make it look damaged. Like this is just, it shows that it was used. It was loved. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Ideally it goes, I want at least 10 bucks on the item. These dressers, I'm happy. These dressers sat unbid on forever. So I'm glad that they're up there. I don't expect them to be a high-ticket item, but they're good working pieces. Like, the details on them, the accents are pretty fucking nice. And they should go for at least 20 bucks. But either way, this is our, like, clear out the garage. We have way too much overstock. We want these items gone. It is Nectel Homewood Furniture. So it's a brand name. Granted, a brand name nobody knows anymore. It's quite sturdy. It's a good addition to anyone's kit. It would need a quick refinish, but it would be up to you, the degree. As I took photos to be clear about what is flaking on it. And since it's real wood and not veneer, it's not necessarily a big pain in the ass. That's just a coat of stain and a coat of polyurethane. And then we're looking at the solid wood dresser, which is maple. This guy, interesting, super interesting. He's got these indents. I think I took a photo of it. On top, It's got these like little handrest accents, almost like they want you to like rest your arms on it or lean against it or something. That one I was trying to wrap my head around of like, what is that meant for? What is the purpose of that? And if you're watching new, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, I do want to remind you that I do simulcast. So I am on the YouTube, I am on the Twitch, I am on Kick as well. So if you're watching on Twitch, you'll see what the people are saying on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, same thing. I got a chat bot that relays all the messages. I got the extra chair here open because the homie Patty is about to drop by. And when we're going, it's going to be auction time. There we go. Solid maple dressing. Oh my God. Dressing. I was thinking of literally food the entire time. I wanted to call it maple dressing. I really... maple dressing is what came to mind. Good to see a bit on that. It's high quality. If anything, I think the maple dresser, that's going to haunt me all night. I'm going to call it dressing again. It's a good little bedroom piece. Good for a guest bedroom. It has some small scratches. But other than that, it's solid wood. Good. It is vintage. It's handmade. So we'll see how that goes. The stereos were untested. Again, this auction was us clearing out the garage and doing tests on what types of lots can sell and how we should bunch them up. So say we had both of these stereos that we know are of value to the particular like audiophile, radio tinkering audiences, and we want to put them separate to see if there's any interest. Say, because this one's a dubber and this one has like this Fisher one, the speakers are removable. So the speakers come off of the unit just like this. So I'm thinking, just based on performance, that next time we'll probably put them in a lot together and go retro untested speaker lot, right? Either way, this is all the data we're gaining from this is what's most important. So it's okay if we take an L on a couple of the items, because either way, now we know what sells and what doesn't. The foosball tabletop, only $3. I found out that this foosball tabletop, no balls, gotta note this. No balls on the foosball tabletop. When you see me lean forward, that was me checking my messages. It's Toys R Us. It's fucking Toys R Us. Sports gear is a mark distributed by Toys R Us. Imported by Toys R Us. Toys R Us. So I thought that was interesting. I thought maybe that would gain some interest. But it was another one of those pieces, again, we're testing the market. It's got a little bit of light wear on it. Patty has the same philosophy as me, that we'd both rather see it find a happy home. So whoever finds the foosball table and loves it, go ahead. The Baby Lou potty trainer. The potty trainer was also... I thought the potty trainer would get some love. I really thought the potty trainer would get some love. But I was surprised to find that, no, it's not the case. It's not the case. I thought like some sort of family man would end up wanting the baby seat. It's the same as the ones you find on Temu. But it looks like we're going to have to give it away to someone as a gift with a newborn. Hand saws, considering they're Stanley and Sandvik, I'm surprised. I thought they would sell for $5, and I was clearly totally wrong on that, and I'm okay with it. When we're looking at the Mastercraft metal saw stand, another $2. It's a steal for this bad boy. Because it's made of steel, you get it? Made out of steel. It's an interesting piece. It's got the bolting so that you could fasten like many different types of equipment into it. But it's fair. It's clunky. People looking for this type of piece are usually going to already have sawhorses, or they're going to be fine with like the plastic sawhorses like we have at the beginning of the auction lots. Then we're looking at the 12-inch saw blades, assorted 12-inch saw blades. Glad these are going. These are high quality. There ain't nothing wrong with them. DeWalt, barely used on most of them. And there's also metal blades. So that's A+ right there. The compound saw is one of the keynote pieces here. It comes with the dolly. MSUV, the miter saw utility vehicle it is called, which is a new term. Good to know on my end. Fully powered. That's why we took this photo. We figured that, look at my photography skills. Bebe's photography skills came into hand here. I was like, we got to show that it's moving. So the best way, put the hand on it, get it running, make the blade blurry. Then you can tell that it runs. I figured that was the easiest way to demonstrate that it is tested and functional. It's a high quality saw. We have one more that we're keeping for us in case we need to do any work. Shouts to Patty's Pop-Ups. He's rolling up soon. Don't worry, bro. I'm holding it down. I'm holding it down here. So this MSVU, this thing, look how it collapses like crazy. I've seen them before, but to actually like wheel it around, you still have to be a big boy. You gotta be a big boy, but it's not that heavy. It's not that heavy at all. It's quite functional. It's got a space. It's got the little vac if you want to get actual sandbag, a rigid sawdust bag, not sandbag. I guess you could put a sandbag on it if you wanted. But it's super functional. Very great for like both home if you have to like do a lot of work in your backyard and your garage and move it around. Great utility piece. And then we're back to that same thing I was saying about the steel parts with the Makita and the Simonize. I'm not surprised that this Simonize polisher and sander is going for more. Again, it's just more modern, brand new. They're still being sold at Crappy Tire. It's a heavy duty plastic cable, so it's definitely more appealing to your consistent like user. And then the Makita, like I was pointing out with the other Makita piece, this is hard. Me and Patty were both looking at these Makita pieces like, wow, these are practically antiques. These ones, the hoarders in us, hard to pass with. Made out of steel. This disc grinder, it still works. It's heavy duty. This thing, it would last generations. It's like the entire unit is made out of steel. You can see it's just got a life full of stories in it. This was big hoarder energy. Was really hard to. I was like, oh, I want this one, but we're getting rid of everything. It's test time. They can't hold on to it. Can't hold on to it. The reciprocating saw, the Sawzall. Happy that it's going for at least $20. It should be. It's Sawzall can complete anybody's kit, so it totally makes sense. I was disappointed. It was another item that was at $0 for a minute. When we're looking at these items, this Husky, same thing actually. Hold on, let's go. This Husky stainless impact wrench. Another piece of history. When Husky, made in Japan, made of steel. Holy crap. You don't see many of these anymore. This guy is for like if you need to work on your car at home. You know what I mean? This isn't even like an on-site piece. This is like a proper antique. Super fucking cool. Piece of history right here, this Husky. For realsies. Real piece of history. We got the Husky air tube. Brand new as well. Glad it's going for a decent price. Brand new, so should have gotten bid up. Sat around for a while. And then now we're getting into some of the extra lots of our excess stuff. Like, say this Makita corded saw. Same thing. Made out of steel, handheld. Can't believe. It was so hard to let go of. It really triggered the hoarding feelings in me. I can guarantee you that. And saw blades and carrying case. Really beautiful carrying case. Not surprised that this one is one of the big ticket items. It's going for more than $20. It's got Diablo, DeWalt. Like, you're going to be set for some time using that shit. We got the Makita corded circular saw with a case. This is same man, these Makitas. You're gonna hear Patty's gonna get here and we're gonna share over like it was like holding a piece of history. These guys are if I have to ever build my own workshop again, bro, I'm buying old Makitas. I fell in love holding them. Fuck your DeWalt with the batteries. I want the Makita power tools. Wagner heat tool. so many people use heat guns nowadays for various projects, whether it's refinishing veneer or arts-based projects. So I'm not surprised. It's brand new in box too. It's got none of the scuffs like our other items, so that makes sense. We're at the welding torch, the orbital sander, all the same things we're touching on. Great to stock up your home or elsewise. Ratchet straps. The dust deputy, $15. This guy, I haven't seen the dust deputy since my grandfather died. I didn't know that you could still get these. Now, I get they're very practical and very useful for a lot of different contractors, but my gosh, I was like, wow. I thought these things didn't exist anymore. So $15, bro. I'm glad. Rigid orbital sander, bid up, bid up. This is what we like to see. 2025. The Rubbermaid commercial materials sack. Not surprised. I was suspicious about it as I was listing it. It's handy. If you've got to clear a lot of garbage on site or your house, it's like heavy duty plastic. You can hang it. You can strap it up. It opens on the front. Like I would see it. Not just collecting firewood, like collecting your wood scraps is what I figured it was for. Or drywall scraps. It seems waterproof. I've got no evidence of that, though. So that one's a big, tough call. And then we're looking at... Checking all my links here. Sorry, guys. Oh, no! Okay, we got to switch this to all. And we go by lot number, and I just scroll right back down to where we are. That's. I have to make sure not to do that again tonight. Well, we're peak hype situation. Where are we looking? 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 Here. Yeah. Okay. Plumbing lot, $2 fair. Electrical lot, $11. I guess it only appeals to specific people. The power painter is ancient. I can't believe people wanted this power painter for $27. Unused, in box, unused power painter. But this guy was like he's like the 3rd or 4th gen of paint sprayers. Like that's why it's called a power painter, because it was a new concept when the Wagner power painter was made. So I found that very intriguing. $27 are some serious bids on it too. Aerosols, hey, $1. These aerosols and sealants were like one of my effort lots. It was just like, let's try. We're trying to spam. In our long-term vision, me and Patty want to do downsizing and support clients with clearing estates. So I was trying to gain like a clearer perspective on what type of like junky lots we can offer. So stuff like this, like just a basket full of different aerosols and stuff. I'm like, let's try it so we could get the data point. $1, we'll see if it goes for more. I would still say not worth it. $1 means not worth it. But it is good to see that it at least has a bid on it. DeWalt Toolkit Mystery Bag. I think this one, if I had to gamble, when it comes to bidding wars time, someone might hop in here just for the bag, but it has more fasteners. It comes with a Stanley level. It is full of some serious crap in here, to be honest. Even a caulking gun. Haha, caulking, ha. And then these were my tests that I clearly shot in studio. You can see the white background. I dropped in some cassette lots because I'm trying to figure out, I've got a buttload of cassettes. Not all of them are eBay worthy. And I'm trying to figure out the best way. Do I batch them in themes? Do I do large batches? So these ones I did themes, as you can see. R&B, hip-hop, classic rock, Rick Roll. Oh, well, Rick Astley. Sorry, I grew up in that internet era. So it's okay. Not all of them are going hype. But I really wanted to be curious. Same with these coins. So like I've got an American $50 coin and a Canadian $50 coin. Both like, so they're 50-cent coins, which they stopped making them in the early 80s, late 70s. So if I can sell one of them for like $4 or more, then that speaks a lot to me that I can do a lot of coins when we do a higher end auction in the future. Because that's something that I'm seriously curious about. I would love to see if that gets bid up or not, because that will help me gain some knowledge on what we're doing. And then we're looking at trailers. This trailer couplers, it's another thing where we think we overloaded. We should have just put the brand new trailer hitch on its own and separated the winches and stuff, and they might have gotten more interest. I think because it's a batch, didn't catch the interest. The landscaping lights, I was pessimistic about. The scrolled bentwood rocking chair is broken, so I'm not surprised, but I thought like a refurbisher would purchase it. These tabletops, I was telling Patty I was pessimistic about, because this could go to someone who's handy. These are like old diner style tabletops. They are pretty in their own like unique way, but it's tough, man. They got gum on them. It's an old style that's not necessarily back in fashion. So as long as they get out of here, they're heavy wood. A lot of this stuff we just wanted to make sure that we sold and try to get a few bucks out of, rather than just like fucking throw out or bring to Value Village, right? Same with the barber's chair. The barber's chair, pretty piece of history, beat to all hell. This bad boy, man, he's duct taped up. If you want like a workshop chair, you want something for your man cave, perfect for it. But you got to do some refinishing on that boy, and that's just, ugh. That's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Big shouts to Acorn Auctions. They were our previous collaborators on auction that we did in September, and we do consign with them now. So we're not necessarily working directly with them, but you will definitely see more of Acorn Auctions, actual auctions closing in these live streams. It's been really fun working with them. I think they're really awesome, wholehearted people. And they do a way more curated perspective in contrast to this let's get rid of everything in this garage perspective. So they're going to have like a much more selective amount of my high quality lots, like keynote pieces is the term in our industry. So you'll definitely see me streaming them in the future. The unicycle, $4 electrical lot, that's, I mean, bro, the retail on that, it's $150 of electrical stuff. Sorted dimensional lumber, king size wool mattress cover. This one, I suspect the wool mattress cover isn't selling because I did the right thing. There was a burn in it. There was a burn in the mattress, in the wool. So it's like I did the right thing. I documented it, and I think that really, really put people off of the prospect. I'm surprised people don't want the pillow though. There ain't nothing wrong with the pillow, but I guess the pillow also has the like most likelihood of having gross people stuff on it. Hi, buddy. Hardy plank, again, is better than just like throwing it out or giving it to Value Village. Wood pellet fuel. This wood pellet fuel, it's high quality stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. He had a couple stoves in his storage place, like proper pellet stoves, and we're getting rid of them, / they're going to his cottage. So it was like, you may as well toss them in. They're heavy. That's a lot of weight to carry around, those wood pellet stoves, right? The antique vanity bench, good to see. $33. It is a very cute piece. It needs a little bit of TLC, but it is clearly vintage. It's got some incredible decor patina to it. It would be a great footrest for the entryway to your house. It's been bashed up a little bit. It's seen some love. It's seen some love. So it's like, even this side, this is the acceptable patina. And I know I took an image of it, but the little leather work needs to just be, a staple gun would fix that. You don't even have to get crazy when it comes to that. ABS pipe again, surprised. Billiard scoreboard, surprised. Really thought that someone would want that for their man cave. Really thought it would be a man cave material piece. And then we're looking at rotating caster wheels. I knew these ones, the caster wheels are good, again, data pieces, because it's tough to tell. Like, caster wheels are very specific to certain builders, right? So these guys are fixed, and I'm surprised that the fixed ones are getting more attention than the rotating ones. But hey, this is why we do the test. These steel table legs we knew someone would want. They're quite beautiful. You could make like a two-legged dining room table out of it, or you could make a good patio table. Okay, so ran through a good spread. I got about half of them. So I need to add an extra 45 minutes when I go live next time so that I can make sure I run through all of these. We're going to go back to most bids. We're going to talk, it's still on all. Wait, actually not most bids. Actually, yeah, most bids. Run through 160, 60, 38, 28, 33, 43, 21, 28, 28, 18, 17. This is the good parlor table. Glass claw feet. Those are hard to find nowadays. So even if you don't want the table for itself, you could put those feet on a different piece and it really, really boosts its integrity. Vice grips, jigsaw, AC motor, locking cabinets, oak parlor table. It's good to see which ones have the bidding wars. I'm happy that people are in on the teak chairs. This is awesome. This is awesome. So we're going to do a BRB 10 minutes. Hit the washroom. I should be meeting Patty outside. Catching Patty back at 6:45. Right before we start. Thank you everyone for attending so far. I am very excited to see the outcome of this. I am very excited to gain the data from clearing out such a junky garage such as this, because it's really valuable for our applications in the future. All right? So thank you, everybody. It's going to be one moment, and we're going to be right back, okay? Be right back. I'm going to put you on the BRB screen, and we'll leave you with some tunes. I'll leave you with some tunes. So this is, we go here, and I go BRB. Thank you, everybody. here, so our mics are live, so you
I
don't
think
have
we
to.
look bright.
That's what I thought.
I think we
A little bright. We could change the color. Do we do like orange or red? It might make us. We could go straight white. Maybe that will help.
So bright, too bright for us, I think. That's kind of nice.
If you can see with the sunglasses, I'm all with the sunglasses.
Yeah, you always wear sunglasses.
I know. I sat on my sunglasses.
Oh no!
So I gotta
so you
fix
need
them.
new sunglasses?
No, mine are prescription. That's the extra worst case. So I gotta figure out how to super glue them and fix them. Is the problem.
Right.
But,
well, we can solve that.
Yeah,
we can figure that out for sure.
Yeah. So chat, we got Patty here. We got the extra man. We got the second man.
Well,
trying to make sure the mic's not in his face. So sorry for the clinking noises. There we go. There we go.
How y'all doing? That's right. Let me see there. That's right.
Everybody seems to be good. Our one buddy brought in his dad to look at the tool lots. So they were very excited about that.
I mean, I got some friends that were like, oh, I'm definitely jumping on that hose for $2. Mind you, I have not seen... Don't even tell me, because I don't want to know. I want to see all of this.
You're going to be excited about this.
I'm excited. I am excited, genuinely, because I think this is going to be a case in point where you've had stuff for so long, you lose sight of maybe what its value is.
Yeah.
And doing these sorts of auctions really... they check you on what the real market value is, and plus or minus a little bit of inflation due to
how the world works.
Addictive.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Okay, so we'll go to the main window here. I'm just double checking everything that I had rocking. I could keep it's probably smaller to read. So we'll go big boy window, or do you want to?
Yeah, that's good.
That's better for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll do that.
Oops, sorry.
No, you're good. We can be buddies. Okay. So this is what they're seeing. And, okay, blammo.
And so right there is where I'll see if anybody comments.
Yeah, and you'll see in the little kick, Twitch, YouTube, you'll see all the little comments in there.
Is that? That's insane.
What are you looking at?
$47 for that vanity bench. That is a nice bench, but that's
I was commenting
much more than I thought. And you actually did like that at the beginning.
And I did some commentating on that, guys. So
it's a nice solid piece. And honestly, there's a part of me that thought about being like, oh, you're only going to get like $2 for it. You should just keep it and replace my piano bench with it.
Yeah, that's also fair. I see that.
But no, at $47, please, by any means. Yeah. Oh.
So for YouTube intros, we got Patty here.
Patty here.
Patty operates Patty's Pop-Ups, and I have Grandma's Dead Stock, and this is our auction together. It's the first one that we've done solo dolo, and we're doing it with Max Sold. Shout out to Max Sold. It's been an awesome experience so far, and I find it to be a very accessible platform because all of the lot items start at $1, but at the same time, it's a big gamble based on our skill set.
I mean, we put a lot of work into this,
and
some of those lots being like, wow, we hauled that stuff, we photographed it, worked hard to create it and like curate a piece, and it's like, well, someone gets for $1, but that's not what it's about.
Exactly.
It's about just getting this stuff to people who will use it, rather than it sitting in someone's garage. Who that someone is at this point, I'm not really gonna.
So do you want to start? We got 10 minutes. Do you want to see the price highest?
No, I just want to see the lowest. I want to see what things don't have any bids yet.
Okay. Price lowest, all.
Okay, so the Baby Lou potty training.
Which I'm surprised. None on the Baby Lou. I really thought it would go for $5. I thought someone would want the Baby Lou.
We saw on the comps for some of those were like really high, right?
Yeah, that they're like the new ones from Temu that are made the exact same way. Like the new Temu ones, nothing different. They're $50.
And this is real vintage. Like a friend of mine gave this to me for Luella, and I liked it because Baby Lou, and Lou.
That's maybe try to eBay it then after probably.
Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't get $1, like if someone gets it for $1, guys, that's great. And your kid can learn how to use the potty with a little step. It's great.
And considering it's for kiddos, I would be fine with that, giving that away, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Rubbermaid materials sack, I kind of get it. It's very like mysterious. Like,
I feel like there's a better name for it.
what would you use it for though? That's like.
I think it's specifically like a hanging, like it's gonna go in those utility carts and have a garbage bag inside of it, or something like, you know, it's.
I guess.
And so
scrap materials bag.
We didn't really, at least I didn't.
Oh, that's okay.
Do a comp on like a Google image search on it.
They were $24, $25 when I did.
And they're just called material. What are they called?
They were Rubbermaid plastic commercial, like heavy plastic commercial bags, is what I saw.
Right.
That's why
it seems like a functional, even portable garbage bag, or like garbage bin. Maybe you know.
Trippy. Maybe we just use it for our garbage as we pick.
So the cassette lot, the classic rock. What 3 are in there?
Anvil, and here I got the title. We got Anvil, Backwax, and Hurricane Alice, and I thought the Hurricane Alice would do something.
And alright.
I thought that was my test of the themes, so maybe the themes aren't necessarily where to go because the other ones aren't even going for that much. So
yeah,
I was like, okay, I really wanted to see that for our proper future auctions. I was like, okay, maybe the small batch on themes, not the move.
With cassettes, it's hard, right? Because if you have one good cassette, you might get some bids up on it. But it's a real mix in terms of like what people are after. We did get $1 last I checked on the box, like the crate of records. Mind you, just that crate is $1 right there. Okay, so some of the wood looks like it's got bid up.
A lot of the wood got bid on.
So that's a good lot though, of like 2x6s and what.
Yeah, which I'm surprised.
We'll see.
I can zoom in a touch. I have it zoomed out for stream. It's like fits their screen perfectly.
Right.
You can scoot up if you want. Like you can come closer too.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, you're allowed.
I mean, I'm okay where I am.
Hey, I just like to tell the Mr. and Mr. is having some eye problems here.
No, I just like to look up close. Let's see.
We'll just do this so that it's not just all your voice.
Should we put it like under, down?
Yeah, we can do that. That works.
Right. The assorted wood lot dimensional lumber. Yeah, can you click on that?
This one?
Yeah. Because that's one.
Oh,
that's got the
1x4s.
flooring offcuts. That's a lot of the 1x5s, tongue and groove pine flooring, some 2x4s. Yeah.
It's not necessarily the high
Some
quality
of the
stuff or applicable for a
it's small,
contractor or rentals.
it's super small project stuff.
Exactly.
But for a buck, right? Like if you're
So I
buying any of this other stuff, $1.
And the banister is fair. I was the one that pushed to do the banister test, but it's good to know. The wooden banister, it's okay. Next time
we'll take the hardware off of that.
Yeah.
And then we'll just throw out the banister.
Yeah.
Because that mount is sick.
I agree. It is a proper mount. ABS pipe, I thought someone would throw same thing, a few bucks on. Mm-hmm. And the ones that I'm surprised at are all the IKEA. Most of the IKEA not bid on.
Someone did send a message asking how many of the 18x24 shelves there were. I think it's just 2. But yeah.
It is what it is. It was the
That's
test.
almost like maybe too big of a lot. Like you should just have specific
like 1 or 2
sizes
of them?
together, like 2 of these and 1 of these, and just, you know.
Yeah, I see that.
Because the person that's going to buy those shelves doesn't want
all
of them
pieces.
just to have the one.
See, I kind of thought the opposite, but I'm fine. Again, as always, humbled to be like have the difference of opinion there. I totally thought that someone would want the entire kit because they're doing multiple cabinets of different sizes, like the IKEA setup. But evidently, no. Veneer fair. These again. So these, I was wrong. The salvaged wood. We got no salvaged wood. I needed the data, so I'm happy you obliged me on the test.
Yeah, I mean, but now I guess we get to think about again what we might be able to do with it.
Yeah, it's good to know. And no one wants the antique salvaged wood pieces. This is pretty for the chat watching, if you're curious.
Yeah,
These guys, they're nice. They're good finish. I thought someone might want to, like, put it on the end of a handrail or add it to a piece of furniture as like legs possibly.
I just figured it out. You can turn them into a lamp.
Yeah, there you go. Drill a core through the center.
You make like, you cut them all up, like maybe like there, divide them up, stack them.
Yeah, it's good lamp material.
You've got a kind of a curious lamp. So
I agree.
Not that I've ever had the idea of turning something into a lamp before, but
yeah, not that it's a unique idea for Patty.
Nobody, again, the trim lot, yeah, again, it's such a variety of trim.
Yeah, IKEA. So I'm pretty sure I can sell the IKEA on eBay. I'll probably list it all to eBay for us. We can try Marketplace as well.
Yeah. The wooden shipping crate. That's surprising.
I thought, nice. Junk in a garage is what I thought. Yeah. I thought someone would want it for their like garage extra crap is what I figured.
That's what I'm gonna keep it for.
That's what I would buy it. I'd pay $5 for a wooden crate like that to throw in my garage rather than just pay what. It's like $40 for those plastic crates that you get at Canadian Tire and stuff.
They're maybe a little bit more waterproof.
Yeah, I guess probably that's the concern,
I'm surprised at this.
And then otherwise we have a full everything else. That's only like 25 lots now, so that's percentage-wise not terrible for our fuck it auction where we weren't optimizing.
So 25 and 150, so it's like that's pretty good. That's a sixth, so that's like 17% or something.
Yeah, it's not great, but and the rest we're gonna see where the fights are. Now we're at the $1 bids.
So now we're at dollars.
We got 3 minutes, and then we got to go to the start of the
dollar bill, y'all.
These guys, I think they'll get some fighting.
Oh, the tabletops, yeah, they did.
Someone finally, so at least we're getting rid of them.
No, those are nice. They just need a little bit of like cleanup, but then those are really sick. The barber's chair, that's a really solid frame. Even just that's a dollar.
Oh, someone actually bid on this one. I was hyping up the wool mattress cover but the fact that I think because I was honest about it, that's why it had no bids, because we didn't hide the burn.
Yeah, I mean, there's no sense in hiding anything in this. You don't want people to be surprised.
I agree. It's the grossest thing to do.
You know, total transparency. Those quarter round panels were cool. I had them left over from a project, and somebody spent a lot more than $1 on them. That she wanted them incorporated into a cabinet. That
it was so specific.
They were just kind of, we just ended up building it all custom.
So we're going to go in the lot order and see how we go.
Yeah. Is it that time?
Yeah, it's that time to get
hyped. It's that time. Starting with lot number 1.
Lot, low to high, all.
All right, 25 bucks.
Yeah, 25. Those sawhorses got bid up.
25, 26. That's pretty good.
Fasteners are going up as we're looking at it.
Yeah.
25 on the folding sawhorses, 27 closed at that. That's a good price to close that.
Well, this happens fast, eh? Closing fast. Toolkit, lot fasteners.
These guys, there's a fight.
Wow, that is quick,
so 24. Quick. This guy's getting fought on.
Those drill bits are nice.
And the framing nailer. Look, I didn't expect it to go to that.
I mean, it's a good nailer.
Laser level. Stanley fasteners filled with stuff.
Laser level.
Laser level's at 55.
I actually bought that in a Max Hold auction.
That's funny. Recycling.
For less, but I drove really far. Like, way too far.
So you put your labor hours into it.
It was a farm auction, like, out in the boonies.
All trade, I'm not surprised. It's a bummer, but...
Yeah.
It is what it is. They're old.
I mean, someone will use them, though. That's great.
14 seconds. 55.
Wow, this is hectic close.
I know, it's real quick in contrast to the last one.
That's cool. Right, because
framing nailer.
Yep,
gone.
That's closed.
Gone.
Bam.
55. $1.
Look at this.
$60. That's proper. Proper.
That's a nice set.
Now people have been bidding these up. We got one for 15, one for 18. That's nice to see. And then we got our Stanley toolkits. These two guys. One went past $20, and the other one's at $14.
Right.
Which is nice. It's nice to see. And then coming after that, we got
such nice toolboxes.
Our vice grips did finally pass our minimum amounts at least.
Yeah. The antique clamps, just the C clamps. Yeah, those Stanley toolboxes. I love
just
them.
bid
The
again on the
color
Stanley.
is just, it's so bright. They're so stylish. You clean those out or just use them like exactly as is. Like
If someone wants these, there's
that'd
one
be
guy
like my
fighting
work
for them.
suitcase. Yeah, super heavy duty. Working style.
You're good. I'm just copying a message to the YouTube channel.
Okay, well, I like how fast that stuff is closing.
Yeah, so 21
That's
toolbox.
good.
We're hitting our minimums
Yeah.
at least, right?
Yeah.
We're hitting our minimums.
I mean, minimum's our dollar. Our goal, right, is kind of trying to hit that 20 mark.
One for 15, about to go. One for
Yeah.
18 on those
15, 18.
unit shelves. People are bidding up the socket set as we speak.
That is a really, really solid set. Like, again, you've got a few ratchet bases and a lot of different sockets. Oh, there you go.
13 seconds left. 18 going up, going up.
Oh, I thought that closed.
Those sockets were beasts. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are nice. They're proper, eh? Thank you, Giga.
Yeah.
Was gonna bid, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Well, if you need sockets, there's more sockets to come. Don't you worry.
Yeah, we got sockets hidden in the
Yeah.
rest of the lots,
Yeah.
so you got an opportunity there.
Yeah.
I hope your pops. This guy brought his dad into the auction, so
Yeah.
we'll see. Maybe his dad got what he wanted.
Oh, yeah.
So we got oh shit. So those guys are being fought for. This guy's closed. This
Yeah.
guy's getting extended. Someone's fighting over those Husky sockets.
So, the DeWalt
Vice
cups
Grips
are just
23. DeWalt cups.
not
38
getting bid up
seconds.
much. $4.
He wanted the unicycle. The unicycle's still coming up, so he might be in on it.
That needs a new inner tube, but otherwise should be good to go.
Okay, cool. 23. Antique C clamps, ratchet clamps, $77, so not 70. Hickory melon.
$700.
No one wants the DeWalt cups, though. We were wrong.
Well,
on
it's not
those.
that they don't want them; they just don't want to pay. I guess that's.
I could
Yeah.
do eBay products for the next ones that we find then. Mastercrafts are out. C clamps are out. Blacksmith hammer going still $19. That's acceptable.
Yeah, the rubber mallet.
Someone needs to bid up that tile cutter, though. That's a proper tile cutter.
Yeah, yeah. It's just a nice piece, right? You could just turn it into a lamp if it didn't sell. But $6.25, someone's getting a great deal.
But look how much this Hilti went for.
Yeah, that is a nice drywall gun.
$28 drywall gun.
It's very good. And to have a drywall gun just changes your game with drywall, right? You can just be so fast to get the exact depth
Yeah, to just burp burp.
fixed.
Same with the Milwaukee Magnum. It's an old piece, so it's reasonable. It's reasonable, but
Yeah, it's a powerhouse.
tile cutter is crazy. That's a good piece. Our OGs finally got
Yeah.
a price range.
I mean, that is such a handsome Makita. The 4301 BV.
That was my pre-stream
That's
ramblings. Of like this way we were fighting the hoarding as we were looking at the Makitas. We're like, oh, these are. It was really difficult. It's like an art piece how old they are.
Yeah, the Toronto table, I'll be happy for somebody to use that.
Yeah, it is
Fuck.
what it is.
I'm happy with
Get
the
it out of
dollar,
here.
you know?
We got to clear the
I'm just happy
garage.
with somebody who wants to use it.
I have the same politics and energy, so I'm not disappointed. As long as it finds a happy home.
Mm-hmm. So everything above us is closed.
Yeah, everything. All of these boys are closed now.
Nothing is like holding out.
No.
Okay, good. Well,
Quick, eh?
yeah. Yeah, I was shocked when they said it starts at 7 and it closes at 7, like it finishes at 7:37. I was like, what? How are we even going to get enough streaming time in with that? I'm going to
Yeah.
have to ramble for hours afterwards.
So you got to start early, and then we'll talk for 30, 45 after.
Yeah.
Ryobi, Belt Sander, Black
Mhm.
IKEA, Torrendo. We got closed. Still
Close.
pretty good. Torrendo parlor table got up to 11. I thought these dressers would go for more, but at least they didn't go for nothing.
Yeah. I think I paid like $100 for it.
Oh damn.
I got it for myself, and then we weren't allowed to use it. Didn't quite fit the space. You know, that's why take your measurements. We take measurements for you. Try to include it all.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Tough one to throw in a car, too, is the thing.
Yeah, well, I had a van, so it felt easy.
Yeah. It needs some love and care, but we'll find a good home. Stereos, I guess we got to lot up stereos next time, is what I was saying in the pre-stream rambles. I guess
think you got to leave them on their own, right? Because if you lotted them together, you would have got $1 for both of them.
Maybe, yeah.
Versus if you're lotting them apart, at least you're getting $2.
That's fair.
And
bam, bam, bam.
One of them, like again, somebody might want one of them specifically for parts or something like that, or knows that, or like it has nostalgia for that.
Baby Lou still zero. Either gonna find a good home for people who have a baby, or we're gonna eBay it. Foosball table. As long as I said $5 was what I wanted for the foosball table, so
yeah,
I'm happy with foosball table. This saw stand was going for nothing a second ago, so that's really good to see. It was going for like $4.
And nobody wants those hand saws. Everybody wants to keep their hands.
Yeah, they are high quality hand saws too, so I was surprised at that.
Yeah, $190 for the rigid. That's a great deal. Whoever's getting that.
It's a great deal, but clearly people are fighting if it's... Actually, no. It's just one of the later lots. But it was at $160 when the auction was getting ready to close, so...
Yeah. Yeah, it was at $145 for a long time. Again, you get something like that new for $700. So $200, that's like pretty good.
Yeah, and that sets you up for...
That's still good money.
Yeah.
And it's a great deal.
Sets you up for your home, sets you up for contracting, and it makes sense why.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's a better, like, springtime lot, because people are going to be building big old decks.
Yeah.
All summer long. You need that sort of thing for, like, if you're cutting 6x6s on the regular.
Yeah.
You need that saw.
I do agree, or maybe in contrast, people were, like, looking for it so that they could stock up for next year, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes selling these things in the fall brings the attention for later.
Yeah. 190, we'll see. That's the sort of thing someone's going to come in at the last minute. At that point, is it $5 increments?
Yeah, Giga, I'd be surprised if it stays. I'm logged in so I can check this. $10.
Oh.
The Simonized versus the Makita, very surprised.
Well, that's
difference.
Well,
I guess because the one's a
grinder
polisher as well. Yeah. All right, valid.
The buffer.
So
how are we going to get buff now, bro?
Yeah, I can't get buff without it. And yeah, I totally agree. 190 and it's going to stay there.
People like to wait till the final seconds because they think maybe they're...
I'm going to float. It's important enough. Let's float on it. Let's see.
That's a close, because if it gets another bid, then you might see it go to 210, because whoever just got bid at 190, it's like, I'll pay an extra $20 to have that.
There we go. Oh
no.
10 seconds on it. 10 seconds on it.
9, 8, 7.
Someone gonna get competitive.
The fun comparisons to make is when you're doing these other auctions and you're seeing people pay.
Closed, eh?
Closed, 190.
Okay, all right.
You know what people pay for different things, like a piece of furniture or jewelry or art that goes for like...
I'm going to scroll past. I'm going to let the Simonized go for what it goes for.
Okay. Just curious.
Happy this antique got bid up. Your air tube, that's 27. Finally got some attention.
A friend of mine was like, oh, at $2, I'll definitely bid on that. So I knew that was going to get a few bids in.
Giga mentioned ratchets. These Husky ratchets, old but unused and very high quality.
The good thing about those is the depth, right? So you could do bolts, like long bolts, like nuts on long bolts. Sometimes you actually need those, because if the bolt is too low on a nut, you won't even be able to get it with a regular ratchet.
Yeah, great for working on cars and whatnot. Yeah, it's a bid up right there as we're talking about it.
Bam. Bid it. Get it.
Cable nailer, so this is probably closed.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
The refresh, the refresh trips me out on max sold. I think the refresh means that it got another bid is what trips me out.
Right.
Husky air tube, we got 43 seconds gasket roll, finally, got bid up.
I mean, that's enough gaskets to be worth it to somebody. You know, that's a couple walls.
Stepladder's got some competition. Just went up again.
That's a really good step ladder.
Yeah, so that's why I used my creative intuition with the wide body. I was thinking of vehicles.
Super stable. And
And
for bigger people
squares.
too, like I find that ladders can sometimes feel really narrow.
Yeah, that was one of those I was surprised. I was measuring it. I'm like, this doesn't look like it's 34 inches square.
Right.
Oh, saw blades went up again.
Oh yeah.
We're hitting better marks. It's interesting to see how max sold functions. There's definitely a lot of people who come in just as these guys are ending, for sure.
Yeah.
The ratchet sets are getting bid up.
I mean, with only 2 minutes, right? So if someone's set their high bid or they've left it for a really long time, they might take a break.
Yeah.
And so you're coming in there and you're getting that last bid in. It extends it 2 minutes. Is it 2 minutes?
I think it's 2 minutes.
Right?
I think, yeah.
Right.
Body went up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're hoping that person who just went to the bathroom,
it comes back.
is going to take longer than 2 minutes.
And this is this Makita, same thing. Big hoarder energy, tough. These steel tools, I'm a sucker for. If I have to build my own workshop, I'm searching out these.
I mean, I
steel
use
tools
a
again.
lot of battery powered tools, but circular saws, if you're doing a lot of cutting, they die. Like those batteries can't.
And Dragonkin says he loses out periodically because he doesn't see the outbid notification. Yeah. I would highly recommend then, if you're watching Max Sold, you can do your saved lots and you can watch just that tab. If you really want those items as a buyer, watch the saved lots tab, and that will help you not miss as easily. When you're watching this as the viewer, as this entire thing, it does get a little tough.
Yeah.
Shouts out to y'all.
That's just the heart and the top of the.
Yeah, you can heart the
in
item.
The top of each slot.
Yeah, and then in the very top right of the auction, you can click there. Getting good prices, good to hear, Giga. And just so everyone knows, we do simulcast. So I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So you're able to, everyone on the other platforms can see what you're saying. If you comment on YouTube, the Twitch people know what you're saying as well. Obligatory rambles done. Saw blade case, 35. Fuck yeah. Heat tool.
That's closed.
Yeah.
Okay, Makita, closed.
They're fighting over the
Closed.
step ladder.
Closed, that's right.
Dust Deputy,
Yeah,
$15.
right.
Rubbermaid, $0, whatever, we'll use it. Coleman Pump, $1.
Yeah.
Electrical lot. These guys are all coming up.
Yeah,
Now this
that's
Power
That's a
Painter.
really good lot.
Power
Yeah.
Painter, I was like, I was wrong in the Power Painter.
Yeah.
It's still a very useful device. They're very practical. I just really totally was like, it's outdated. Why would someone want one that old? But oh man, am I wrong? Look at it.
Wow.
It just got bid up again.
Yeah.
It works fine.
$5, that's all right.
It's unused. So even the same, still L on the as is aerosols. Don't do it again. But if someone paid $1 for it at least.
Yeah, someone will take it away.
Shop light power cables 18. DeWalt
Yeah.
tool electrical lot. Do we have other things that are still open up here? No, we all got them. The
there.
step ladder's getting a fight. $42. Wow. Okay, good. It's as we said, a quality one.
I guess you can't set it so that it clears closed lots.
I think I
'Cause
can if you give me a
that's-
second. If you want me to do that.
I mean,
Uh,
hide closed lots.
yeah.
There it is. There you go. Yes, I see.
11 minutes until your last item closes. Well, thank you for tuning in, Dragon
Wow.
King. It's the first time seeing you here, so feel free to tune in. We do a lot of this reselling content. We do these streams monthly. There we go, step ladder closed.
So now we have to
$42.
guess what that item is, right? So 11 minutes. What is that last item? Scroll down.
You want to go all the way down?
Oh,
11 minutes.
is a long
What
time.
Dragon King kin?
Yeah. Oh, it's around there. Yeah, it's the.
Weights.
I think
AC
it's the AC
motor.
motor.
I would bet AC motor.
AC motor. Are we right?
Are we right? AC motor, Dragon Kin? Are you in on the AC motor?
AC motor.
Yeah. I like it. Good chat interaction. A+, A+. Aerosol's fine, $1. Plumbing lot. Yeah, dot. Yeah.
That was good. Yeah,
We got
don't
it. It's proper. It's high quality. It's made in Canada. Again, thank you for dropping in. We will be doing this on a monthly basis, so if you're having fun watching the stream, feel free to pop by again in the future.
Definitely.
Power Painter's still getting fought over. I don't know why these guys aren't
Closed.
disappearing. Let's hit the tab again. There we go.
Come on, Rick Astley. Never gonna give
You
you
up.
up. See, I kind of want that just for my van. I don't think I registered for this.
I'll place a Rick Astley bid right now if you want.
Yeah. I'm never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around. How much of that am I allowed to play before we get like nailed?
None. That will nail us right away. There you go. I put in a Rick Astley bid for you.
Oh, thanks. Okay. You.
See if someone wants to fight us
toonie.
over Rick Astley.
I would blast that in my van. Totally.
That's why I'm not. I'll give you
Straight up.
$2 on the Rick Astley.
Losing.
Why am I losing it? Okay, I got to do $3 more. I'll give you $4 as my maximum for you. There you go.
What do you mean I'm losing?
We lost the coax
I'm not
cable,
losing,
0.
man.
R&B and soul, fair.
The
Cute
coax,
backpack,
okay.
cute. Yeah, fair. Coins, only $1, so good data. I will batch up coins for the next one.
Yeah, $2,
we'll batch up
right?
the
And
coins.
because I have that same one though, but that's $2, or no, mine's a later year. $2 is pretty good. Like again, I guess you want a bunch, and then people are gonna like.
Yeah, like 5 half-dollar coins. I have like some of a spread, so I'll get like American 1970s coins and do it that way instead.
Right.
Trailer couples, we already talked about that we should have maybe separated them. Caster wheels are still getting bid up.
Well, that's good.
0.
Come on,
$1
that's
for your
old Bentwood
tabletops.
rocking chair. See, and I bet you if we had it done 3 lots of 2, that person would have bid on all 3 lots. So you would have got $3 instead of 2.
Of these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, of the bistro tables.
Yeah, maybe. I probably.
Again, that's where it's like where the lotting can effectively like lose you out.
This is fun. So my only critique of Max
Ooh.
Sold, we need the dings. I need sound effects is my
Ding.
only critique. Yeah.
Look at those chairs. There you go.
Finally, yeah.
That's nice. Those are nice chairs.
They are very nice chairs.
I would love to see what somebody does with those, because the back, to upholster
We'll do the reset
that.
here, and I should pop it up. I don't know why that lags. Barber's chairs, 21. Set of 4 teak chairs. Concrete tools, $6. Mounting hooks. You're getting a steal on the mounting hooks.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was not at that price before.
Oh yeah.
It's good to see.
mean,
Unicycle. Giga's dad might be happy.
666.
Giga's dad. That's a big Giga move too. That guy, he'd probably put 666 on it.
Yeah.
That's big him.
Be careful with that, all right?
Okay, we got the Rick rolled for you.
Woo.
Pay myself for the Rick roll.
Thanks.
No worries.
Yeah, we actually lose 20%, 25% of that $3.
Ah,
so
whatever. It's $3.
75 cents. You only get $2.25.
25 seconds, $68. 4 teak chairs.
Okay, nice. Well, that's good. The seats are
close.
those are actually so comfortable. Like, did you sit in it?
Yeah, they were actually. They were really well formed.
Crazy comfortable. Like the design of that, like little slight raise in the front.
If you're good at upholstering the back, you could make some really beautiful pieces out of them.
Yeah.
So good. Someone want them, they'll be happy. Barbecue grills, good data for the future. No one gave a shit.
I mean, somebody did.
They're going in the bin in the future.
Yes, they're going. Well, yeah.
Well, they're going to Value Village, probably.
You don't take them in the future.
Yeah.
From an estate. You're like, no, we don't deal with barbecue grills.
No.
Not that most estates.
His
Like
excess barbecue grills.
Those came from an artist's estate, actually a well-known artist, whose name I don't know if I can say. 5?
It's up to you. That's your call.
But he used them in installations, and he used the barbecues themselves to create pieces, and so he was left with all these grills.
Congrats. For some reason, I think that our buddy Giga got the unicycle
Yeah.
if it's 666, so congrats. Solid wood banister again, lessons learned.
Wow, those blankets. Those wool blankets.
Maybe it's our photos.
Crazy.
I
Those
would
are
be humble.
amazing deals. That is like a $600 solid wool Italian, like maybe that's in the label, like the title, like it could have been like Italian luxury king size wool
Maybe it's
blanket.
Marketplace or eBay for the next one.
Yeah.
It's tough. They are high quality. I took the photos and I can be humble that like maybe these aren't good enough.
They're hard photos to take. I guess they don't need the full size photo.
Someone's bidding on them. Someone's listening to us.
I mean, the king size wool blanket.
Well, the blankets. That's the damaged one, so that's fair.
Well, no, that's not the damaged one.
Yeah, it is.
The wool cover is a damaged one. Oh shit!
Yeah.
So I had a friend who was bidding on that, and I'm curious to know if that was him. Because if he just got that, if he didn't get that for $525, he's gonna be cheesed. Don't cheese me, bro.
Don't cheese me, bro. Don't cheese me, bro. They are good. They're high. They're high quality. I think I can very humbly say I think the photos weren't good enough, and then maybe that's more retail perspective. We got to put it on eBay or Marketplace next time we come across an item like that.
Yeah.
Weisers, at least we got the $6.
Yeah.
It's better than again going to the recycling.
Mm-hmm.
What pellets? I don't know why one's 10 and one's 2, but
that's
whatever.
That's a good question, right? It's the exact same photos.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, there
we go.
Right.
Someone else wants them.
It's like, okay.
Same with the hardy planks. Someone just got a steal on some hardy planks, bro.
Yeah. It's perfect for a small little
wood pellet.
project.
Oh, someone's fight. They're fighting over the last of the wood
pellets.
Like, hey.
Yeah.
Vanity bench up to 47. Garden tool lot up to 6. 11 on your pallet wood.
The
Patty,
ABA spec. Yeah, 11.
Patty did the manual labor on this hardwood lumber.
Goodness.
You want the hardwood lumber? This is hand harvested by the man of the hour here.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
ABS pipe, fair enough.
Hey, a buck. That's someone
starting to fight over the mattress cover. Good thing we talked about it. It's funny to see. You see, it's weird. We talk about it. Maybe if our homies are watching.
Maybe. You like to think so, right? You like to think that you got the power.
You gotta let our egos breathe a little bit, right?
Power. I got the power. I need that on. That tape.
I can play. I've got some general beats on my playlist. I can play for us if you want.
Oh no. It's alright.
Garden tool lot, $6. Still better than nothing.
Yeah, those are cute little shows.
$47 for the vanity bench.
Yeah.
ABS pipe, whatever. Get it out of here. Billiards board. I can't believe I thought someone would want it for their man cave.
Yeah, their human cave. Human cave.
So these are good. We need to pay attention to high quality assets for tables. Yeah. Worth our eyes. These ones not worth our eyes.
Man, I thought I was definitely going to use those for something. When I saw the table on the side of the street and I picked it up, then I got those legs. Sigh.
We'll come across so many of those, so that's fine. Those are, especially in our hustle, we'll get so many of those vintage legs.
I'm a leg guy, what can I say?
Fixed caster wheels. So this is the rotating caster wheels I thought would go for more, not the fixed ones.
Yeah, but I guess maybe it's because it's a set of 4.
Maybe. Yeah, that's reasonable.
I would think that maybe actually the person is bidding on both of those.
So shouts to Dragonkin. AC motor, $56. I hope you're winning. Dragonkin. Piano hinges, at least $13.
Yeah, those are great.
They're good hinges. Again, we're just trying to get rid of everything, so we're not so attached.
$4 for those cast iron barrel weights. $3 only because we lose 25%.
Oh, whatever.
But that's pretty.
We didn't really put much work into it.
We went them up on the side of the road.
Yeah, we went for a coffee break and came back and found them.
That basically paid for one of our coffees.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And there may be a fight. No, there's not. Photos. Okay, AC motor. There he goes. If this was Dragonkin, congrats. Seems like you want it. At least someone paid $1 for the pressure. Okay, whatever. At least we don't have to keep it in the fucking garage anymore.
Yeah, that's a big lot of pressure treated. And honestly, there's a little bit extra that we can give them too, if they want it. Oh, there you go. Someone's
$5 on the weights.
Utrusta shells.
Fighting on the weights, and the Utrusta. Yeah, here I'll clear that again. This is annoying. Okay, 2 max sold critiques. The hide doesn't hide consistently, and it needs sound effects. I would humbly tell them that after.
Or if just Rick Astley played constantly.
Yeah.
It's like on people when they're bidding, and it's like, I'm never going to give you up. It's like, going to just keep bidding on that.
I like this. This is a good concept.
Never going to give, never going to give.
Flooring underlay, at least it didn't go for nothing. It was sitting for nothing for a minute.
The plywood lot, now that's a good one.
Oh, it got bid up. Good.
Yeah.
Cast iron weights.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Pressure treated, whatever. That's okay. Let it go. Pine. All right, whatever. I'll see if my homie wants it. Sandpaper. Good.
Yeah.
Good. That was just a bag full of loose sandpaper. So that's nice to see. Plywood. 14 round panels. Whatever. It's going. The tool dock though. No one bid up on the tool dock.
$30. That bid it up a bit.
At least it's going for money. And sandpaper just went up again.
Again, it's the some of the people is like they can't fit any more stuff in their vehicle.
Yeah, the tool dock is hard to pick up.
So should I look at some of our metrics right now? Because we must be coming kind of close. Should I give us all our metrics?
I think we hit our 15 if you want to check. I think we hit our 15. I don't think we're rolling in money.
Because I'd be curious how many bidders.
So they're fighting over the sandpaper, and they're fighting over the weights right now.
Mm-hmm.
Weights just went up to $14, which is good. Again,
$14 for the weights? There you go.
The general rule is they're $1 a pound.
Yeah.
So since we're auctioning them, if they go for anywhere around $25-$30, that's fair. It's half price. They're old. They're ancient. They're fighting over them now.
But weights don't get lighter over time.
Well, that's why. And since we're selling them, in a auction, I'm fine. Half price makes sense.
I'd say maybe then they get a little bit heavier.
Probably.
The weight of time.
There's a hole. If you really want to be a workout guy, are you guys doing this periodically? Are you just getting storage bins periodically? I also got the motor and a couple other items, so that's nice.
Sick.
Shouts out to you. Yeah, we're doing it every single month. We have an auction like this.
At least once a month.
Yes, actually. 1 second, the tool dock. I just want to see how that closes, and then I've got your answer here. $30? Okay, fair. It is a large item. It's very difficult to pick up. And Dragonkin, we do this at least monthly. We do have a warehouse, and when every Monday I stream out of the warehouse listing the Facebook Marketplace or preparing for our next auction. On top of that, I operate an eBay store, and out of that, I do streams from this location where I show you the process of looking up the value of the item, taking the photos of it, and we hang out as I do that entire process. So we share the entire reselling space through our hustle here. And this is only our second auction together. So you're getting in at the ground level of seeing this concept come alive. If you're enjoying it, feel free. You could follow us on Instagram. It's in the description of the YouTube video. We got I'm NarleyMedia and Grandma's Deadstock, and this is Patty of Patty's Pop-Ups.
Pop-up.
Okay, professional stuff done.
Okay, so total views, 37,000.
That's excellent, though.
Views.
First one, 37,000. That's very, as PR brain, it's
111 bidders. 83% sell-through rate.
That at that 83% is exact. That's the stat I'm more worried about. That's excellent.
And so if we are looking at what lot, and there's 61 winners.
26 results left, it says. No big keynote items, but stuff that are still going for okay money, but nothing over $50, I would say. But thank you, Dragonkin, for popping in. Thank you, anyone who's lurking. The big thing about us doing the streams, second screen content, okay. Come hang out, throw us on as you work, and just pop in when you hear something interesting.
We're really funny just to have in the background. Always a laugh.
To himself. Yeah, it's always his own
I think
laugh.
I'm the funniest person I know, I swear.
Cast iron barrel weights, that's fine. Again, street fine,
well,
$20.
There you go. That
Fuck
paid
yeah.
for both of our coffees.
Yeah.
and the
yeah,
no brand name round donut little things. No No promotion here, unpaid.
Yeah, if you don't take the wooden shipping crate, I know people would appreciate it.
Sure.
Glass claw feet, though, $17.
I don't think I have the space for it.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll hit up the boys and see if they want it.
It would be a good thing to bring to a pop-up, although, again, a little bit big.
Pop-up,
because no one's going to be able to walk away with it.
That's the right idea. Bring it to a pop-up, I think.
Yeah.
You fill it full of stuff even and say this box is for sale.
The big thing is going to be...
drywall tape. Continue, though. Sorry, that was my fault in that scenario.
No, unpacking all this stuff for pickup. Pickup is going to be bananas. I see it now. It's going to be really important to be super organized.
I will say next time, that is why we should also still, even if we're doing one-day pickup, you put them all in a slot. We should still do A, B, C. We should at least do 3 so that the people who are goody two-shoes, it still helps give us breathing room. Right now, me and you, I think, can handle it.
I mean, I'm not super
We're used
concerned.
to chaos. If we bring another hand in on this, we want to try to make the goody two-shoes come at a particular time slot so that our other hand doesn't get overwhelmed. I think me and you will be okay. We're used to dealing with people. We're used to operating under pressure. Yeah. But we bring in someone like our friend that runs Facebook stores. He's really not going to like that.
It's we'll see. I mean, it's hard to, again, it's not that overwhelming because we really pushed it into the back there. And we get there, just start to let it all breathe and bring it out. It'll be accessible. I'm just looking at that wooden crate not selling. And I'm like, oh, I think that's on top of a bunch of stuff. So you got to move that out.
Which me and you operate well under chaos. But if we have other staff members, that's where it could go very left. Mr. Longarm, good.
Yeah, great.
But these are starting to get bit up right now. We're scrolling down. These are the ones clearing. The metal pickaxe, garden hoe, fair, drywall, tea.
I think I'm going to start bringing my own restaurant checkbooks to restaurants.
Yeah.
When I'm ready to pay, I just put my card in it and I just...
That's actually a good meme. That's a TikTok series right there.
You know, it's the service is so bad in this restaurant, I bring my own checkbook for when I'm ready to pay.
Yeah. Closed. Painting lot. I'm very happy because I was like, let me just shoot it in the bag and see how they go. So that's my little photographer.
There was another photo of it all splayed out, right? Or no?
I did minimum. This one I was lazy. I just shot inside the bag like that. Right. So photographer wise, I was like, okay, on a messy lot, I can be slightly lazy. I don't have to go full splayed out. Food warmer, whatever. That's
pair
old
of
as
mirrors
fuck.
for $1.
$1 on the mirrors.
Beveled edge mirror for $1. Oh, the West Bend 36 cup coffee urn. Now, how are we going to make all
these
our
people?
coffee?
This is Zoji Rushi.
Yeah.
This is money. So if you're a reseller, you want to buy this Zoji Rushi, put it on eBay.
Yeah.
That fucking thing is worth silly money on eBay.
$17 for those restaurant napkins.
Yeah.
That is only 2 lunches at that Caribbean restaurant.
Yeah. Hey, well, just as I said, they bit up the Zoji Rushi. Look at this fucking streaming stuff. Yeah. Comment on it. They bit it up right away. The napkins, that's, you could supply your restaurant for a month with them napkins.
So you get here, did you
just
see that?
You
get a sorted list by buyer, so you can pre-group things. So you're just putting painters paint down and just putting things in their groups. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, okay, so you're right. So we could show up early and just lot up the items. You're actually right, Dragonkin. Thank you.
Yeah.
Typically we set up, when you do the max sold auction, you can set up pickup time slots, and then that's how we can know when buyers are coming. But we both were like, fuck it, because no one actually listens to that time frame.
At least I don't. I don't know about you, but I just show up whenever it's...
I had a mixed bag on my previous max sold auction. I had probably about 60% of the people followed the time frames. So that's why I wasn't upset. But now that you're we got to dig through it. If we want other staff members...
That commercial soup warmer.
What's going to... Someone's fighting for it. $50.
Now we have to eat cold soup, Bailey. I don't want cold soup, Bailey.
They're fighting over the Zoji Roosters. This is what I'm thinking. I don't want to toot my ego, but I think it was us.
I just want to take it back to those restaurant napkins, though. No,
And clear the space, bro.
Yeah,
Clear the space.
no.
Get it out of there. In a month from now, we won't even think about them napkins.
Except when we need napkins, and we'll be like, good thing I kept. Like, I had a couple extra napkins.
So we're last on the commercial. 55, Zochi
Wow.
Rushi 24.
Okay, it's the 3. Wow.
And thank you for the tip, Dragon King. 64. I had to do that with China, getting rid of all those little things required, getting them sorted and preventing chipping. It's also a shit show for who shows up when.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You might even try to get there at a specific time, but traffic,
I'm gonna go here.
children, husbands and wives. Oh, there it is. The final 3.
Final 3.
Los últimos 3.
All commercial software.
Mm-hmm.
Software. Hardware.
Yeah.
Too much time
Hotware.
terminaling online.
Hotware.
Yeah.
Coffee soup.
$60. They're fighting over the West Bend, so people check the eBay prices on these bad boys for sure. That's just what happened. We went to the end, like, okay, let me double check this. The Cayenne, someone's using the Cayenne soup warmer for sure.
Yeah, I mean those things are very clean.
But I checked both of these liter coffee pots. You can resell them easy peasy.
Yeah. I mean,
they fit in a box like nothing too. So
I just always collected coffee makers because I just dreamed of drinking coffee with so many people at work. Like everybody gets a free coffee when they come into the warehouse.
How many you got? You got like fucking 40
and every
coffee
day
makers.
I would make that 36 cup coffee urn and no one would come. And then I have to drink 36 cups of coffee.
Yeah, they're fighting over the West Bend. This is someone definitely using it for business.
So how much does that go for new?
That one, West Bend 36 cup coffee urn?
Yeah. You look that up?
I can look it up on the other screen right now. 36 cup West Bend coffee urn.
So they're $180 bucks.
Yeah, $180. $100 roughly, I would say, because this is an older model, so it'd go $100. But that's like you could walk down the street and go to an old folks' home and sell it to them for $100. Versus eBay, I could probably list it for $150 and get $130.
And just think though,
and it's
at
light.
$3 a cup, which is your average cup of coffee cost.
Yeah.
That's $200 worth of coffee right in your first coffee urn.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What savings?
Oh yeah. No, they're fighting over. Someone's fighting over the soup warmer. The West Bend. It is savings, and that's also like when you think labor hours of running like even just like a commercial catering space. It's because then you're not having someone go change the fucking thing every 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It saves you time as the business manager as well, because filling that thing up, although some people are like, oh, you just made 36 cups of coffee.
Yeah, but you could turn out 36 cups
logistically.
of coffee in like an hour.
Exactly. So logistically, it's a little better. And then you go to even the fancy downtown Toronto or downtown whatever fancy city you are, wherever you live, having one of those are like, you can focus on the espressos and you fill that with drip coffee. And then your fancy barista can focus on making the high-end drinks and have that carafe filled with ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, if I was running a restaurant, though, I would have this one, the Zoji Rushi, but saves you time and money on both ends.
Those ones, you make, you just pull it out. You'd have to have multiples of those, though.
Yeah.
Right, because you take that out and you replace it with the other cartridge.
But then you can have multiple, and that's why you see it emptying versus that one. It would have to be near empty. I got to take the whole unit.
Yeah.
But I digress. I can just rant about restaurant management. I literally had a nightmare the other day about a poorly designed deli, and I was just getting pissed because everything was out of place. It was the worst nightmare ever.
Tell me more. Like, I'm curious to know.
I had to prepare the sandwiches on one side, but the meat slicer was on the other side of the restaurant, and then the dish pit was like to my left at the back, and then all of my other salads and shit were behind me. So it was just like constantly as the cook, just like running everywhere, and I was just like getting so mad in my dream, and I like ended up waking up at the end of it, just like, no, okay, no, you don't work in a restaurant anymore. So this is like dream. It's clearly not reality. I'm like, who designed this? I'm the only chef working right now. You need like
You're
5
supposed to
chefs.
have like a turning, like in the efficiency scale of a restaurant, right? It's like everything you need, like your station.
It's got to be within
like,
2 steps.
Right? Did they say that on the Bear or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, so everything's like within 2 steps reach, and then you're not wasting time, because then I can take one turn, 1 step, grab, go back to my station, cook. Anything outside of that, you're like, fuck you, you did a terrible job at this place.
And you're going to lose hours of efficiency.
It adds
Days.
up, yeah.
It will ultimately be failure.
2 minutes every hour, stacked up to weeks, adds up to a really long fucking time. Right? Expect at the pace that you need to operate there, right? To put out the one little sandwich, a little sandwich with a 5-minute delay.
You're making me hungry.
It doesn't help. The place smells like turkey stock right now.
Turkey soup, like sandwiches without the delay.
I got leftovers for you after if you need. But that's it.
Bam.
We're closed.
She's closed.
We're closed. We're
All
closed.
Right. And so now let's look at it high bid to low.
You want to go high bid to low?
Yeah.
Like highest price or most bids?
Highest
price?
Yeah. So that was our big seller.
It was a good keynote piece.
It was a great piece, very attractive. And then the second place is the soup warmer. Like what?
I wouldn't have expected to get that high.
What a funny balance, you know?
I think it says a lot about like placing certain things at the end too, right? Because they were fighting over these at the end.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
I mean, such a quick auction. 45 minutes. We went in.
Yeah. Yeah, we went in. We did good. It just closed, Raza. Thank you for coming through. Just closed. And thank you again, Dragonkin. And last ramble before we do the thing, I just want to remind everyone we do simulcast. So we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So if you say anything on YouTube, the Twitch people can hear you. And we do have Instagrams and the social medias. This is Patty of Patty's Pop-Ups, and I am NarleyMedia, the channel you're watching it on, and I have my business Instagram of Grandma's Dead Stock. Ramble done. So we're winning, as you see. Now we're going to go through the closed auctions. Raza, if you're curious, we're doing the highest to lowest, so you can get an idea of if we won or not. So 190, we got the coffee pots, the electrical lot was decent. Antique chairs.
It's a big lot.
Good study to not get anxious, because they were fucking zero until today.
Yeah.
So we need to trust our gut a little bit with Max Sold.
Yeah. And again, you're just letting stuff go, because we're not going to reupholster those chairs.
Exactly.
So that's someone else's job now.
Same thing, like the teak chairs, like that Dragonkin. That AC motor was $5 until today. I was watching insanely intensely because I really wanted the data of how they get bid up if we started a week ahead of time. It really seems like with Max Sold, we only need like 5-7 days. You don't need to do a long waiting period.
Yeah. I was thinking about that too today. I was actually curious to try and brainstorm what are the best closing days. Like with this was the Thursday or Thursday night. I thought like a Sunday afternoon, because then we could live stream in the space, no time restraints.
We could try it. I'm worried about the pickup. Can we do a pickup a week later?
Yeah,
we can.
I think so.
If they let us, then yes, I would be okay.
Right,
with
do like
that.
Sunday to Sunday.
I think Thursday or a Sunday are optimal, because then like your buyers with expendable income are all... Thursday is your lazy day because you're about to go on a Friday and do fuck all if you work an office job.
Yeah, I thought like a Sunday 3:00 close.
I'm okay with that. If a Max Sold lets us do a pickup a week later, then I am okay with that. That would be, since you do the relay, I'll get you to ask that. I'm not sure how long you can space.
Yeah, when I set the pickup date, you had like
A week?
You had infinite calendar. It just had to be at least like 3 business days.
Then I could work with that.
Okay, so AC motor, laser level, performed well. Now I'm wondering, like, is that cordless drill anything anybody wanted? Was that the, like, people's willing to bid a little bit higher? Or did the person who won that was like, I don't want this fucking cordless drill?
Which one are we looking at this? Yeah, they don't want the cordless drill. And thank you, Dragonkin, for the input. He only bids on the day of. So it's good to know. This is what we were thinking about Max Sold. That's what we were just saying. We don't need to do a big, long lead up because it really seems like the 3 days ahead of time are when the bids come in. And yeah, no matter what, was Sunday, Saturday has to be pickup for the people who don't live life like us. If you work a day job, you need a pickup on one of those days. So otherwise, it's unfair to ask for a Friday.
Yeah, no, you need weekend pickups.
Vanity Bench needs some love, and we were honest about it. So I'm glad to see. This shows that we can get a good antique piece like this.
Yeah.
And be honest that it's not in perfect condition.
It's in pretty good condition.
But I made sure that like my keynote photos.
Yeah.
And then some of them are other, like, and then I made sure to highlight the damage. So someone bought this knowing that
it's structurally sound. It's you just have to reupholster that, which is a very simple reupholstery job.
So that's good to know. That's really good to know. And what's up, Aleem? Nice to see you. Cable, Brad Naylor makes sense.
Yeah.
Brad, the wide body step ladder should be worth that much, so I'm happy it went for that much.
Yeah.
Air sprayer, I was wrong on. I thought that was going to go for fuck all.
Yeah, it's nice in the box, everything.
Yeah, I guess so. Even if it's an old piece of tech, as long as it's the entire
Well, we'll trial that because we've got a few more pieces that are coming up in the next auction.
That's true.
Like it might just, like, people want a sprayer to be able to pour the paint in there and just...
I guess, but the cable's so short. I guess everyone's got extension cords now. And same with the framing nailer. I figured we'd hit our $20 mark, but I was pessimistic. That would be one of the top lots. So it's interesting to see because that's an old piece.
Yeah.
So I think it's something about good condition, full in box, still functional, even if it's old and serves its purpose. It's worth it. Electrical lots all seem to do okay, so this is good to note.
Yeah, I mean, all that was mostly left over from jobs that I did, and you're gonna go through that stuff if you're an electrician.
Yeah, or even in your household. I bet that Giga probably bought one of these lots. I guarantee it, because he's getting ready to renovate his house.
I mean, those in that one especially, it's got the wall covers so that when you drill for plumbing as well, then you hammer in those metal wall plates so that when you're drilling in, you can't accidentally drill into your water pipes.
Yeah.
Drilling.
Yeah.
It's curious when something goes for $34.02.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I was looking at that.
Is that people trying to, like, get sneaky with, like, their high bid? So that somebody else would bid, like, 34, but they get it at 34. Yeah,
I was noticing this as, again, I was watching a little too intently, but I was trying to figure out that timing of the bidders is why I was watching too intently. And yeah, some of them, I'm not sure if it's someone doing it on purpose or if it's like an issue with bank account or money conversions.
Right.
I don't know. I thought I couldn't type in 34.49, but maybe you can.
Right.
And thank you, William. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the viewers who came through today, too, including the new people. I know we have got a lot of lurkers, including Dragonkin. Thank you for popping by. Again, don't be afraid to subscribe. We got a lot of drywall fiberglass. That was reasonable. That's a lot of fucking... That's
and they get that crate, too. So
$80 of fiberglass right there.
Yeah. Nice jigsaw.
Saw blades. Yeah. Jigsaw. The jigsaw, at least it didn't go for nothing. It's a beautiful piece.
The compressor air, it's like, that's good. Definitely have another one of those.
Cool. Thank you, Buddy Guy Streams. Appreciate your support. Big W's, big W's. Thank you for lurking. Don't be afraid to subscribe. Let's see. Did you hit a follow? Hit me with a follow, Buddy Guy, if you actually support me. Come on.
Buddy.
Buddy.
Guy. Bit rate. 81 followers. That's pretty good. What's that on?
This guy?
No, what is this on?
This?
Yeah.
This is Twitch. This is all Twitch. This is where I harvest the clips. On Twitch, I farm the clips that we can use for social media. Twitch is the primary platform. I had a lot of my subs expired this month, but the subs are the people who pay me so they can watch ad free.
Yeah.
And then otherwise, you see this ad counter. I get ad revenue off of Twitch as well. Kick is the Twitch's main competitor. I only have 13 followers. I started this one much later. You get monetized at 75 followers on Twitch. Yeah, and then I have the YouTube stats are here. 4 people. It's been going up and down. We've had 31 people watch us total.
Oh, that's good.
Average view duration is 10 minutes.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty long.
That's really good, actually. It's really good. You're usually fighting to get people past 2-minute average view duration. So when you're talking actual YouTube analytics, that's really good, actually.
Yeah.
But we're talking inside baseball. Saw blades, tool dock, $30.
Again, it's a big piece, and so sometimes you expect it to go for more money, but big stuff, it's like where you have to be really careful getting into big furniture, because the majority of people can't fit that in their car.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
So the person who's picking up that piece has a pickup truck or has a van.
I wouldn't even know how to sell it on Marketplace because of that reason.
You would include delivery or something.
Yeah, I guess.
And we can try that because I have another one.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm thinking. Seeing it, we're gonna have to Marketplace it and include delivery for like listed for 150 and say price includes delivery.
1,000%. I would list it for like $200. The other one is a little bit different. It's got a rack on the side to hang tools and stuff.
Here's a nice piece. I'm not upset because this was like let's get rid of everything auction, right? But they're worth way more than that, and it's no hard feelings. It's just like okay, we need to figure out how to sell that for more. Concrete. These are I'm happy they got appreciated. They are technically worth way more fucking money.
Yeah.
But
so somebody will buy them just to have spare bits.
Pole arm extension was a good test. This is good to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
So brand name, contractor accessories.
Yeah.
So brand name, same with the Hilti. Brand name full kit is what will sell on Max Sold.
Yeah.
So even if it's a used Mr. Longarm, as long as it's a proper actual fucking thing, they'll get it.
And it's clean. It's in good condition. It's all good there. It's all there. All right, so there you go. Yeah, this corded circular saw. Schmick.
Yeah, disappointing. That my hoarder feelings were so heavy on these Makita stuff. I was really like, I really want to build my entire tool base out of that. Uber Eats or Skip can sponsor the show. I feel, haha, like you can do. Delivery. Thank you, Uber Eats.
Oh,
hey, it's not bad.
Great.
Actually, it's the the grocery delivery people. We need to do like
skip the dishes or
skip the dishes. What is it? Postmates.
I haven't had that one.
No, yeah, Postmates, and then there's another one that picks up from grocery stores. So we need to hit up those guys. Good idea for future sponsorships, though. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
you
happy.
can promote local businesses too.
Yeah, you're right.
Discount on oil change. Get your winter tires put on just in time for the winter season.
I appreciate the check, and no, for real though, yeah. If this starts going, like some of my favorite podcasts is how they got their actual sponsorship route started. Was like rather than going the big corporate route, they went to like local car dealerships and local breweries and shit like that.
Yeah.
Sawhorses.
Local breweries. That's a good idea.
Yeah, you can be like, oh, we're drinking during the stream.
Yeah, only not because we want to, because we have to.
Yeah, because we have to. You should check this out, blah, blah, blah. And then we could even sell some of their merch in the auction house and stuff like that. Or
that'd be great. Like the fridge is always full. Who wants to be my fridge buddy?
You
Buddy
come-
guy, is that you?
Yeah, buddy guy. Let's see. Did buddy guy drop? If buddy guy didn't drop a follow, no, buddy guy didn't drop a follow. But we did get a new follower during the stream. The folding sawhorses, I'm happy because I was worried no one would want the plastic ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vice grips, all. Someone got a steal on the vice grips.
Mm-hmm.
Toolbox.
Those are, I mean, they went to hit the 20. You know, it's okay.
As long as they hit the 20, yeah.
You know,
I think, say, in the next ones, when they're not oversaturated with other toolkits,
yeah,
then they'll really stand out and probably bring more of a draw.
Yeah, I mean, if each of them went for 20, you would think maybe one of them would have gone for 30. Right, so if there weren't two.
Yeah.
If there's just one, and then in the
then
next,
it would have
and then
been
you
more
save
desirable.
One, you know.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I guess I've got a couple more of those.
Yeah, just a few. Socket set, good. I think our buddy might have won that.
Yeah, that's great.
Iron Rights, this was we have good instincts.
Win.
We were both
Win.
big W
that's
on
that's a
Iron
big
Rights.
W.
Yeah.
That's the street find of the day.
Splitting axe fair.
That was good. Yeah.
Blacksmith hammer, I looked it up. The blacksmith hammer is actually an antique, so someone got a W on that. Fair. This
Again,
was
those
sat in a garage otherwise.
Yeah, but I did mention, right, that was my mother-in-law's.
These guys?
Yeah.
Well.
It's all right. It's good.
Locking cabinets, I was surprised. Locking cabinets?
Someone, messaged me asking about their weight. I don't know if they wanted them to be lighter or heavier. But I think they're around 10 pounds.
Tough question considering theft in Toronto, because, like,
They
if they're heavier, they would be harder to take off the wall. But if they're heavier...
But you can't take them off the wall because they're not like a lift and lock. They're screwed directly. Like, the holes are there, but it's...
But if
not
it's
like
light, if I'm trying to steal that, I can still... There's sheet metal in it.
Right.
If it's, like, under 10 pounds, I can just rip it
Yeah, I
off the
think
wall.
the gauge is pretty, like, it's like a 2 mil. 1 mil.
Okay. Tough. Interesting.
mills.
But those are my big surprise of the lot, I would say. I thought those would go for $40, I thought.
Another instance of, like, maybe just one lot of two.
Yeah.
Then whoever liked those,
Come
like, you'd have,
check
like,
again.
5 people bidding over 2 instead of, like, 5 people being able to split their bids over 2.
Yeah.
And it kind of, like, holds its own. So, again, fewer doubles.
I don't disagree.
Which you should have fewer doubles when you're not an out-of-control hoarder like me.
Yeah. That's also true. The dresser. I'm trying to think of the lessons we learned from the dresser, this MCM style wood dresser.
Yeah.
So
That's definitely should have been sold on Marketplace.
you think
$80 all day on Marketplace.
You think so?
Yeah. At least $50.
So then the thing I'm trying to figure out how to contrast. It's even, it says it here, actually. I didn't even know it did that.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
More from this auction. I do like how high bid is laid out, to be fair.
Yeah, it's easy.
Furniture-wise, like this vanity bench, beat up, but aesthetically pleasing. And the other dresser only sold for like $16 as well. So is it, like you said, do you think it's a size issue of the unit and people being adverse to picking it up?
Maybe. Yeah.
Or does the photography style of an auction lot not make the piece?
Yeah, that would
shine
look
as
nicer on like a carpet.
Yeah, exactly.
With like a lamp on it and a little thing. And if you took that photograph and posted it on Marketplace, you might get $150 for it. Maybe
So
that's
then
a
it's
little
like a
bit.
delicate issue of size and framing for larger furniture pieces.
Yeah.
And then otherwise, if they're smaller items, then fuck it, throw it in the
Which
auction.
would be a consideration to be keeping the second garage for overflow furniture like this. That cannot come in to the warehouse because it holds too much space. unless it's like it's photographed and just up on a shelf, but it just holds so much space on a shelf. Like, it's so nice. But yeah,
Something to talk about after. That is interesting. I do like that. That's a very valuable lesson. It's very interesting, and I'm sorry that you took the L on that.
I could care
But
less.
we're really there's a lot of data here that I'm very happy that we got.
Yeah. I wonder if
These
my
don't make
friend didn't
sense.
reply about.
The mattress covers, yeah, go check in on that.
He's a slipper though. If he did, I hope he did. I really hope he did. That was like, oh, what was I? That was like a polar bear was hugging you. Oh, it was so nice. Like, if I had a king size bed, that would be all over it.
I think it has to do with trendiness, though. I do agree with you. It is awesome. They're Italian made, but I think it's not something our generation is super into.
Blankets?
The merino wool feels like something my parents would be looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, even
And that's
jackets.
it from
so,
an objective perspective, not a...
That's almost big enough that you could have made a jacket out of it.
Or a liner, yeah.
So nice.
It's
That'd
true.
have been a fire jacket. Especially because it's 2 layers, right? Because it had the copper wire woven in between.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. That's like a copper thread so that it retains even more heat. Like, it's super insulating. Like, this shit is... that might have been a $1,200 blanket new.
Yeah, I think that's eBay worthy for sure because we can ship that easily. It's heavy, but it's easy to put in a box.
Interesting.
So I think next time that's eBay.
Yeah. Restaurant napkins.
Wagner heat tool, good. These are all fine.
Yeah.
Parlor table, yeah, maybe marketplace as well, but I think still worth the gamble.
That was my mother's.
Yeah, and you did mention that. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. No, she got rid of it, and then I just live up the street from her, and I was like, Mom, you can't get rid of that, and then I took it, and I didn't have a space for it, so.
They're beautiful. It's the glass feet. Everyone loves the glass feet, but then no one ever puts them on another object. The glass feet are this weird dichotomy of they're sought after by everyone, but no one actually uses them.
Like if you just had the claw feet.
Just the claw feet.
No one's going to put that on a new piece of furniture.
They never do. I haven't met one refinisher that actually puts the glass feet back onto something.
If it had the glass feet on it, or putting it onto something that never had glass feet?
Vice versa, both. Like they wouldn't buy the piece to harvest the glass feet, and then if they get glass feet, I've never seen them put it onto something new that they design.
Yeah, well, we should. I've got a set of glass feet.
I've got one in my fucking hallway right now.
On a piece of furniture?
No, just loose. Ready to go.
We should think about something to design for that.
Okay. I'm with it.
Like a lamp or something, or.
Okay, maybe a lamp.
Just put the glass feet onto some sort of like a bowl that holds an orb.
That's, yes.
All metal. Like, it's the same patina of the bowl as the glass, as like the metal of the glass feet.
Yeah, I support it.
And that's like a collar for like a magic orb lamp.
I like it. I was laughing today. Someone was asking me what like your passion is or what your specialty is. And I'm like, well, for better or worse, it's lamps.
Yeah. Definitely for better or for worse. Mostly for worse. I have a real soft spot for lamps. Yeah, no specialties. I am unafraid to try.
Same here, so that's why we get along.
That's, it's like I'm not, I don't get caught up on making mistakes.
Plywood at least didn't go for $0?
Yeah, plywood for $14. That's like pretty good, right? And we even saved some.
Yep, it was our effort auction, painting lots. I could have gone for more, but it was a bag full of extra paint and shit, so whatever. Piano hinges, same. I was happy to get $10 for the piano hinges.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the only one that hurts. These two, the Husky and the Makita, these were killing my hoarder nature.
Yeah, you know, you want to get it just to mount that on the wall.
Yeah. The hoarder was like, oh man, these are beautiful tools that are like history pieces.
It's just such throwbacks, right?
Yeah. We can always find, especially with my eBay, if you really want to find those, we'll be able to, they'll be $20 on eBay.
I definitely don't.
One day when I'm building, I want them.
You find one like naturally.
Yeah.
And then you're like, that's the one I get to keep because like I found it after realizing that I felt like it was a valuable thing for me. After I let it go.
Yeah. And it'll be like a decade from now I'm building my tool set. So it's like, oh, I'm not going to be a hoarder like that. Rough lumber. Was it worth your labor? Not really, but it was it worth getting rid of it?
Well, you know what? We actually did use a bunch of it.
Okay,
for
good.
a friend's planter box. We built a big old planter box.
Okay, good.
A lot. And then it was like, hell no, never doing this again. Hey, that crane, the tile cutter did go for $625.
Better than zero. That's...
Yeah, I mean...
Marketplace or eBay next time. We could eBay, but the shipping would make it a little rough. So
it's
probably
a hard
Marketplace.
One because, it opened, like that, when you push down, like it has that spring loaded for a really clean snap. So it wants to stand up. So, it'd be hard to trap it shit.
So that would probably be Marketplace, I would say. It would have demand. I could look it up right now. It probably has demand on eBay, but the heavy shipping would be adverse for purchase.
Yeah.
You got the tile cutter for a good price. Thank you, Dragonkin.
Nice.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
We're big on the good home, so if you're really going to enjoy it, glad you did not Marketplace it. Yeah. We don't have ego there, so if you're going to enjoy it, fuck yeah, that's good to hear. It's good to hear. Plumbing lot, fair, again, another pile of, not junk, but stuff we wanted to get rid of. Foosball. Yeah. Foosball I was pessimistic on. I'm happy to see $6. I thought 10 max.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's just foosball. At least all the players are there. And it's like, all you need is a little, what do you use, a golf ball? Golf ball's maybe a little too big?
I think a little too big. You'd have to buy a foosball of some sort, but I mean, I'd just use a fucking ping pong ball. I would
use a quail egg.
A quail egg, yeah. risky foosball. That's a good YouTube video right there. It's a Mr. Beast style YouTube video.
I was thinking like a boiled one, but
yeah,
definitely no spinning, right?
Yeah. Just so who gets the egg smashed in their face. Concrete tools, fair. Canopy, we're gonna throw it away otherwise.
The frames for those are expensive. I looked it up because it's a really nice kind of that A-frame.
So I think it's like if we're selling for a client, then it's that ratio of like we can have like 25% of the items are like F-it items, and the rest need to hit the 20% mark. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I guess it's if we're going through an estate and saying, okay, these are how we would lot it. This is how we divide this up. This isn't worth it, and we can't really make it into a lot. This, we can just try it.
Like this, you've got this pop-up tent canopy.
Yeah.
We think it can go for $5. We can shoot it in 5 to 10 minutes, so it's still worth us doing. But we only want to do 10-15% of items at that rate, because then otherwise we're wasting our time.
For sure.
Does that make sense? Garden lawn.
Yeah, I mean, again, like this is specifically branded too, so it's a Housewares, which is interesting.
Yeah, but it's a super Canadian. It's a well-known Canadian brand, but it doesn't have any branding cachet. So Housewares is Canadian. It's a whiskey brand, but outside, no one collects Housewares stuff. It's just some Niagara producer that has a factory. They don't have any cachet to their brand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not like Jack Daniels.
Yeah. Jack Daniels. You can even the bourbon with the Wax Top,
Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark, stuff like that. Thought it was Maker's Mark, but I thought it was wrong. I should have trusted my fucking heart on that one. Trailer couplers, we already touched base on that. Wood pellet fuel was interesting how it was split up. DeWalt cups, eBay. Is something like DeWalt cups next time? No. Even if they sit for a year on eBay, there's no space in my locker.
Yeah.
And that's $10 a cup on eBay easy. Probably minimum $8 a cup, and it's put it in a bag and ship it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy someone got it. Good home thing again.
We can try out that. I do have a few more.
I would like to try that for that, because even if it's $8 a cup, there's nothing to ship. That's $5 shipping.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, look at that, $3.
Yeah, I gotta pay for Rick Roll after.
You just got Rick rolled.
Yeah, I did really though. I actually did. Shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, cassettes.
Never gonna give you. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, cassettes, man.
We'll
try out some more, because I've got some of those cassette suitcases full. I actually just picked some blank cassettes, but you think those are probably better on eBay?
Either eBay or they were good in Bazaar, but a lot of them got stolen.
Well, you said that, and so I was like, oh, I'm not going to put them in there.
Because it's like kids use them now, so the
for
kids... What, overdubbing or making mixtapes or fiddling.
Can you
with
record
music.
over blank, like if it was a blank tape, like a mixtape, can you re-record over top of that?
Yeah, it just degrades over time. I'm mid-level knowledge on it. I think you can do like about 10 times, and then it starts to get really bad.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you could record.
We could experiment.
You'd make your own mixtapes. We could make our background music for streams and shit on that. But they're worth it. They sell okay on eBay. They sold well there. It was just they were stolen. I lost a lot of mixtapes.
I only got like 3 or 4. But yeah.
So it was a tough call.
So we're in the $2 lot.
Fair.
Are they going to get the milk crates with those? I forget.
You said yes, but we didn't say anything.
No,
we're saying it. We're saying it on live, but you didn't. It's not in the description. Yeah. Don't say anything here. Just dump it in a bag. We should give them the records.
The record lot came with the milk crate, because that is a special crate. Go on.
Air mattress pump. Yeah.
I guess.
Happy we tried this. Won't do it again, but happy we tried it.
I mean, if you had to, I'd do it again. If you just had all that stuff.
Just the same, like clearing that estate. When I'm saying with the 25%, we're like, listen, we're okay with like 15 to 25%, or like, fuck it. Then here, you got this box full of stuff, documented. It's going to take us 5 minutes. It's in the auction. You're probably only getting $5 to $10. That's it. Sorry.
Yeah. That's where it's just efficiency, and like, so you have your photo set up. You know, you have like, maybe we're each taking like we each do like an hour of photography while another person is like creating lots.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Or we have a designated photographer and we're just both like working on making lots.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would be
ideal, yes.
And then it's like, okay, so you can throw that lot together in 30 seconds. And you're just like, you see it, you go, oh, shelf. Some of that stuff is garbage, throw that shit out. Some of that stuff is like more appealing.
So slightly circular. Okay, yeah.
Take photos of it. You get your 5 photos in a minute. So there's been like maybe 5 minutes maximum spent on that lot.
Yeah.
And even if it's not $1, even if it's only $1, you don't have to throw it out, or in that case, like pay to get rid of it. And someone's gonna like use it.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff they're gonna put that paint thinner to use, and it's not gonna just go into a landfill. Because that's where like I don't care when stuff goes for $1, because I'm just so happy that didn't end up in a landfill.
I agree, and so then that's maybe we have that because we already want to do honest business in that way, and we're like, listen, so we'll do it, and this, like, I keep referring to the 25. We'll figure out what that is, but we're like, X percentage of the lots are like, we're getting returns on them, but they're like, we're comfortable that they're selling for $1 to $5, so that they're not going in the trash. Yeah. So you have to be willing to accept that this extra margin it's going in the garbage otherwise. So we're not, it's not a considered percentage as we're doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's totally going to be on a case by case basis, and with the estates, and if like that's stuff we would never be bringing into the warehouse.
That exactly. So it's like,
so if it's like an on-site auction, you can consider stuff like that. And it would be, based on a number of different things that you'd be weighing. But.
So coins still sold. Got a lot of them up.
Yeah.
I think backpack just got lost in the construction auction.
A little bit.
But I'm intrigued to see. We'll try other. I've got backpacks coming out of my stall.
I've got quite a few bags too, purses, fanny packs.
So we'll try one or two in this upcoming one, and we'll see if they perform or not. And that's maybe they're just not meant. Maybe they're marketplace items.
I'm really excited for this next auction.
So am I.
I think it's like we can get a little bit more playful with it.
I think so.
And see a really diverse collection of stuff.
I agree.
And it's like stuff that you're not seeing in any of the other auctions.
I agree. I think we got a good spread coming up.
So we'll see how that
goes.
goes.
Also, Dragonkin, if any of y'all are still watching, we got a large variety coming up next. Tabletops.
Meh.
But the lesson is like, I just think they're outdated. If I have to, I just think it has to do with fashion trends lately.
Except that they're so classic. That green with the oak edge. Like, they're outdated, but if you put those in a place, they, in a good way, I think, like, bam, date it. Like, give it that character that is associated with.
Maybe you're talking about the overflow.
What are these from, like, Coffee Time in, like, the 90s?
Yeah, it feels like 90s? Coffee Time 90s, yeah. Totally. Feels like some guys are going to be playing fucking dominoes on
still with smoking rooms?
Yeah, and hacking darts.
You could still smoke inside, and you're just getting like maple dip donuts and beef patties.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
I want that right now.
I used to get the...
Is there a Coffee Time around here?
No.
There is still, isn't there?
I don't think so. Most of them closed down in the area.
Is it a Tim Hortons?
There's a Tim Hortons. And
that's the big one with the walk, yeah. Did it used to be a Coffee Time there?
There used to be a Coffee Time.
I feel like this is, I guess just like Lansdowne and DuPont, there's still that. It's
finally gone. It also switched names too.
It did. It was like, called like Coffee Tome.
Yeah, and then when my family had the restaurant, there was also a Coffee Time at Dundas and Bloor. And that one also switched on. Yeah, so maybe there was a Coffee Time around here because his boys were around this area. Yeah. Hi, Maria. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. We're just doing our recaps. We're talking about these crappy Coffee Time tables.
Yeah, well.
I think maybe, though, like, good point, if we have overflow garage, it's at Clean'em Marketplace, $40.
Yeah. If those were cleaned up, I think you could sell one or like a pair really well.
Then I think those are maybe when we... So it's like that in between of like retro but not trendy. Then we clean it marketplace and try to get it gone.
Yeah,
and pray.
Yeah, but I would never, like, if I saw those on the side of the street, I wouldn't pick them up.
That's the tough
Those were in the warehouse when I moved in.
Okay, so whatever.
So I kind of was just...
Barbecue grills was, we were pushing it. I wanted to test to see, but that's like too much of random shit. No one's coming to an auction for barbecue grills.
Unless it's an auction of just barbecue grills.
Yeah, just barbecue grills auction. I wouldn't hate that.
Like every model of barbecue ever made, we have a grill for that.
We got a square grill. We got
the grill for you. Cast iron.
So lesson learned there. Barely won't push the barbecue grills next time because that was 100% me.
That's the hardy siding, the pressure treated wood, the dimensional lumber. That's all a lot of material gone. I know it's like hardly in the realm of, $1 a foot.
Yeah.
But blessed be that it's gonna get used by somebody. It's not gonna end up in a bin.
Yeah, rather than thrown out.
Or
this was
paying
the point of this
and
auction,
taking the time to throw this stuff out. So as much as you see, again, the cost that people are paying, there's also the opposite negative cost that you're canceling out.
By
That's
having
like
to
environmental impact, footprint,
Yep.
dump fees, gas time. That's big.
They're almost helping us do the labor of clearing out that extra trash. So that's again, I keep going back to that percentage of like we're helping be environmentally friendly by upcycling these products, and you've got to accept that X amount of this is like upcycling, and it's selling for $5 because we're getting it out of here for you, and it's going to be used rather than just damaging the environment.
Yeah, and I mean, and so that's a big way that you're kind of selling yourself.
And shout out Maria, the barbecue grills. We'll see. I'm sure whoever bought the barbecue grills will have some other items in the auction. There's no way we had just a $1 barbecue grill buyer.
Let's see how many bidders, how many winners there were. I think there were around 57 the last time I checked.
And yeah, for real, Aleem, it's important to both of us. This is why I'm very blessed and grateful I met someone like Patty, because he does have the same politics. So at the same time, it's like this, we're focused on, we got to pay ourselves. We got to eat. Man's got to eat. But it's also about like, otherwise we'd have to throw all this shit in the dump. So it's not necessarily us being lazy. It's like, no, I'd rather you take all this lumber for $1 than us have to throw it out. Because not only is it a waste of our time and fuel, it's just another thing being thrown out. If you can make use of it, I'm fine that it didn't turn $50, But I digress.
Yeah. And either use it or lose it. That's it. It's like, if we had a project for all that, great. Otherwise, somebody else has a project, and let them build what they need for $1.
Same with the laminate. The laminate's another good example.
That's a good one.
It's disappointing. Someone made a lot of money. Those are really good laminate pieces, but they're so big. We would have we were ready to throw them out.
Someone's coming with a Sprinter van.
Yeah.
And they're loading up.
They would have gone in the garbage otherwise.
Well, yeah. Again,
we wouldn't have used that land. We would have been
hoarders. No.
We would have been hoarders.
I did. I used some of it, right?
I know, but at this point,
because I didn't think that I could get rid of it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I do not know. I do feel lighter for sure, because I don't know how to get rid of that stuff, because I physically can't throw it out.
Yeah.
Because that's the energy that went into creating that.
Yeah.
And then all that time, the space it held, then to just throw it out. So, like,
it's such a
maybe
waste
that's what has to
process.
happen. You have to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But I'm just $1. Thank you for the person who paid $1 to come and take that away.
I support the politics.
The
glove dryer, I knew it.
Yeah, well,
I called the glove dryer.
That would have been maybe a good marketplace thing. I
Possibly.
got that.
We probably could have gotten
$10
of
the summer. Yeah.
It's just too off-brand. This is like pre-Temu. You know what I mean? This was like early 2000s random China junk. And we're last on the $1. We're almost through the entire auction of what we've got here.
We had an 84% sell-through rate. Yeah. Totally
84% sell-through rate is A+. I was very, in terms of being an algo guy and stats, it's fantastic. For first auction, we have no reputation. It's not out of our warehouse.
Yeah.
It makes me excited about how MaxSold will perform.
Yeah. I mean, it gets me a little like nervous because I'm like, oh, did we just get lucky with one here? Or is the next one, can we perform like this again? Can we put in better stuff and get more? How much money can we turn stuff into?
I think as long as we're patient and we take in the lessons that we take here of like not overlotting, if anything, like more lots rather than more stuff with bunches, unless it's specific to, say, you've got a drywalling kit, then that is the big lot. Coins. I don't want to do random coins, but clearly someone wanted it for $2, so then I do fucking a set of 5 American coins.
Yeah.
And then ideally that sells for $10.
Yeah.
That style of lotting. I think that's the lesson that I took from this personally.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Getting good at theming lots a little more intentionally, and then keeping the individual items where you're trying to emphasize the individuality, or you're not just like muddying water.
Yeah, and then versus like what we learned here with the ones that, again, I'm biased on. We already commented before, the coaxial cables. Same with me. I was aware that the coaxial cables are not something that's relevant to many people right now, but I was like, let me test to see if on MaxSold as a platform, this is something that someone may pop in and be interested in, pay $5 for. But that's something that, like, okay, so next auction, no, that type of tech, we either need to find the market for, or I hold on to it, or I put
Earrings or something.
Yeah, so that
How
was
heavy
my
are those?
lesson learned. Huh?
How heavy are those?
They're
Like, could you wear it as an earring?
I could because my ears are already spaced, but the average person wouldn't like it.
Or like as a necklace? Can you run it? You can't run a wire through
We
it.
could give it to an artist that would like to do that. Yes.
Like that would be an interesting use for those.
I don't hate it. But that was my lesson learned. Same with the solid wood banister. Is like the difference between the lumber lots that we offered and the solid wood banister is like, okay, there's not people on these auction platforms looking to salvage. There's no salvagers in these auction platforms, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. I mean, you might get them in because you're doing a tool auction and it's like somebody can use that, but
We did the tool auction and
Yeah.
they didn't want it.
yeah.
So it's not going to work in the next one.
I did have a 6-step railing, like an angled railing.
But so let's maybe put it on Marketplace for the right buyer.
Yeah, we'll see. You'll see it when I pull it out.
Okay.
I pulled it off the side of the street out in front of an old house.
I think it's
And
cool.
it's a nice piece, and I thought it was really cool to like divide a space, like use it in a retail space.
Yeah.
Kind of like, let's say for example in the warehouse where you have the bathroom, you put it like 6 feet in front of the bathroom, and it just kind of runs and it creates this sort of division.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I like that.
I'm about to do a power rearrange in that space because I have to take down that shelf. I powered through so many clothes today.
That's good. That's
But yeah,
proper.
we'll save
We
that.
can take the... And thank you, Maria. Yeah, humble and grateful is the serious tone here. We're both like, take critique, take lessons, and adjust. It's ego. If you're trying to resell stuff, if you're trying to be serious about operating your own business and you let ego get in the way, you're never going to be able to operate and adapt to the changing times. But I digress. I can rant about that for ages. The materials, yes. And then you were the one.
You know what I'm gonna say. What's that?
I'm going to satisfy your desires.
Yeah.
Chop it up into 6-inch blocks, drill a hole, lamp.
But look at this. Just the metal base, right? So the way that bracket works.
Yeah.
Perfect for a lamp here. Right, so go back a couple, or forward photos. One more.
Oh, to what?
Yeah, that one actually.
This one?
No, back.
Oh, sorry.
So you could see the metal.
Yeah, the little hole in here.
No, this section too. So you can see it all.
It's like this one?
I guess that works. Right, so you can mount that onto the wall.
Oh, and then we can
and
use
then
it
you
to mount a
and then you
lamp.
mount this onto that,
I like
and
that.
then you run your switch, so it's just one of those switches like that,
That's fun.
right under there, and then you just attach it right there. It goes down the wall,
I like that.
right in.
I like that. I like that.
That's real nice.
But these, like, maybe, yeah, and it won't. It will take us 2 seconds to go zip and a zip, and then we've got a middle of a lamp, and we've got lamp base and top. So maybe I'll please your fucking habits there.
Yeah. If I ever make a lamp, it'll be a fucking great thing.
We will. Well, we just need to get financially secure, and then we'll fucking.
I just need to find my diamond drill bit, you know?
And shouts to Stoned. Grabbed some bud today called Narberry, and it made me think of you. I appreciate it, bro. Glad your weed can remind you of me. We got pine flooring.
Mm-hmm.
Meh. Fair. Laminate veneer. Very specific. Maybe marketplace worthy to hold on to those.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're medium. These are warped as well, aren't they? Yeah, they are.
They're not so war. I mean, I guess they're rounded, right? Because they were just cut off rolls. Maybe they were once flat.
I think maybe we just offer these to the guy who got the other ones.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
We'll just offer them, yeah. We're going to be like,
basically, as soon as...
Fuck, I got to stop doing that. Yeah, continue.
If there's a list of everything that isn't sold, you're just basically bringing out a pile of all that stuff.
And then be
like
free.
But like, you know, no, it doesn't even have to be free. Like, it could be like $5. Like, you see it now in person. You want to give me an extra $5? You got $1 on you? Take it.
Yeah.
Oh, fine. You don't? Just take it. Yeah?
I agree.
That's what Jeremy did when he had his, was all the unsold lots he actually just put on the table. And when you see it in person, it's a little bit more impressive. And they were all like $5.
Someone will buy the billiards board for $5.
Like 20 things.
Okay.
For $5. An extra 100.
Yeah, the Rubbermaid and the billiards, someone will buy for $5. Maybe the baby loo as well. Okay.
Right, they see it in person. They're like, "Oh, look at that! Yeah, I see how I could use that. Oh, that bentwood rocking chair. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Definitely some crazy lamp. Like, yeah, right. Like you screw it apart,
maybe
and then you just use those scrolls as like legs for some sort of insane. So cool, man! Lamps are the greatest things.
Go straight through here.
Bread. If you could put a cool base on that, and then just put a globe or like a little thing right in the middle, right? So you just take that section.
I don't hate it.
You like it.
I like it. We got to do lamp workshops. Either lamp workshops or lamp YouTube videos. We got to be like, can it lamp? That's probably the title. Yeah. Can it lamp?
Yeah.
I like it. And thank you, Stone. Thank you for everyone for tuning in and lurking. I appreciate y'all. We do simulcast. You're catching the end of the stream. We did the actual entire auction reaction. And doing Max Sold, it ends mad quick. It was really fun.
It was so fast. It happened. It was just like, wow, wow, wow. With those 2-minute soft closes, you don't fool around. So next time you want to have like 300 lots. So you could have a nice long stream.
I guess that's a lot of work, though, too.
I think...
Well, I want to see the dollar amount stat when we're off stream.
If things are smaller, too, right? Like, this is...
Because I can fire off 30 of my small stuff in the warehouse easy in a day. Probably more.
Yeah, for sure. If it's like... if the warehouse isn't just such an explosion of, like...
Yeah.
Chaos, right? It's just like it needs to be really skimmed, and I see that, and I just did that today, like 50 pieces of clothes,
switch it up,
and so much going into the next auction.
Yeah,
like clothes to just purge out. Gonna get really creative with some clothing lots. Do a lot of tester on that. We're gonna have, I think we'll have 300 lots for this next auction. At least 200.
I think we can do at least 200 out of my personal stuff. I can do 60 maximum, probably.
Right, but so if there's like, how many are the unsold lots from the Acorn? That was like
for you, yeah.
That was like
that's
40 lots.
40
so right
lots
there's...
from Acorn, and then I've got, I'm gonna purge some of my eBay tomorrow. My stream. Shout out to everyone here. Tomorrow my stream is I'm purging my eBay store, so we're gonna go through live. I'm going to check out what's in my eBay store and what's been there for over 2 years to a year, and we're taking it out. And it's either just getting thrown in the auction or to Marketplace or given to Acorn. So that will also open it up. I've got a lot of really interesting Simpson stuff.
Yeah.
That some of it I'm going to give to Acorn, and then some I'll try with us.
I mean, that's where you want to be,
because Acorn,
trying
I think,
to reach an
keynote?
American auction.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Those are keynote pieces. So.
Although, I don't know if you can do... Can you do shipping? Volunteers assemble.
We cannot here. Time to start building a team a bit when you get into these bigger events, eh? Yeah. Liam's here is going to be one of our pickup party mans.
Nice. Sick.
So we'll have an extra hand. Very helpful person, and you can toss him a guitar as well, and he'll gladly jam out with you.
And we'll have a sponsor. The fridge will be full of beer.
Yeah. Brewery sponsor, easy.
All right, shout out. Who's our next brewery sponsor? Reach out.
Yeah.
We'll definitely.
I almost secured it for one of my podcasts that I did, like my very first podcast I ever did. We almost got a couple beer. You just gotta be ballsy enough and pitch the concept.
Yeah, I mean, what should we like? Some sort of 420 store?
420 store, yeah. Well, hey, we could do 420.
Can you follow this auction, man?
Yeah, Brad.
Which lot are we on? Can't just go for 420.
I'd say do something local. Hit a Bellwoods brewery or something, and pull your local stuff.
I'd go. Yeah,
Collective Arts would be good, but they are getting more corporate. But they are the right people.
Yeah,
once we have an established, once we're like, look, there's 1,000 people here.
I'll take Juice Box, sure.
Juice boxes, totally. Maybe some horchata. You can make some. We'll take horchata donations. I think that is a fire idea. Hashtag 420. We could have said it is legal. It is legal.
Yeah.
All I gotta do for Twitch is hit one button, and we're good to smoke weed on stream. So it's possible.
Yeah.
But we'd be in the warehouse or here. That's the issue. We can't really dank up warehouse, so it'd have to be weed drinks.
Yeah. Oh. I've never really done one. I don't think I've ever done one.
Same as edibles, probably a little lighter, I would say.
I've heard that they come on pretty quick. Like, you just take a sip, and then you have a little bit more.
Yeah.
My thing is, like, if it's a drink this big, like, I'm going to drink it all.
Yeah.
Maybe that's dangerous. I don't know.
We can get the CBD ones. That's
no fun.
Drinks would be more subtle. Yeah.
Fuck subtle.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Hey, when we have a better business space, fuck the subtle.
Yeah.
Right now, we're gonna make all the product. I was about to call out what they are. We're gonna make all the other customers' products. Like nurses about to buy their business product, and it's gonna be like, this smells like weed right now. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, no. Got to take over that entire unit.
We'll find another one like it if not.
So sick. Dare to dream. That's all I ever say. Dare to dream.
That's how you get big places.
Whatever that dream is, that's not going to be where you're going to end up. But guess what? You're going to end up somewhere even better. That you can't even dream of. As long as you keep trying.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Believe in it. It's a process. And look, we're here. We're going to be there. And then somewhere else. Doing this.
I agree.
Or something else. That's where it's going to be.
It's
great.
totally how I've seen it, though. I'm the same. You got to live by your heart, and the path will find itself. Whether you want to see it as the big Jeebus in the sky, or whether you want to see it as Jah, or whether you want to see it as the universe. The main thing, as long as you're like living true to you while having honorable business sense and a wise mind, then those paths will uncover themselves in a healthy way. Because even the fucking billionaires of this world, make their mistakes by following what they think they know. And even in the capitalistic aspect, you only achieve that success by taking the risks. Otherwise, that's exactly why people in society are subdued, because we're taught not to take the risks because it's easier to just contribute to the status quo. So I think it's both,
for sure.
Both sides, both spiritual and both capitalism sides require you to have the gumption to be able to push forward.
So we're spiritual capitalists?
Yeah, I'm okay with that description.
Interesting.
We're taking other people's items that they'd see no use in. We're providing the context of the value and then profiting off of it.
Maria seated there.
Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. And that's exactly how I've lived my life, right?
And if you go too far, you know, you can kind of step back a bit and reset. So, you know.
And that's where you get the humble, right? That's why the humble is important. Just like, yeah, Leames. I like that one too. We're alchemists. We're turning lead into gold.
Yeah, well, turning scrap plywood
into dollar lots. Yeah, big time. Shout out to both of y'all. That's seriously where I find my values in this stuff, and that's why I've been grateful to find you with a similar perspective on the scenario, because I think it's one thing to want to make money and want to turn a profit out of the stuff, but you have to be willing to understand the humble terms of it, because then otherwise you get lost in the sauce. Our friend who does very successful on Facebook Marketplace, right? That's someone who's too focused on the stats in a way that is admirable because it is more consistently successful.
Mm-hmm.
But the breakthrough ingenuity won't be found through that process. But if you're talking about finances or succeeding in capitalism, that human's definitely 100% going to be way more consistently okay than us.
Yeah.
But they're not also going to achieve the same sense of community and adoration and loyalty between their customers.
Yeah, I mean it's much harder, right, to just run something through a single platform and sustain yourself off that.
Well, that's
Marketplace it's a fickle beast.
I think a single platform is, I've been always against it as both an artist and a communication specialist. I think especially if you're self-employed, you need to have your fingers in multiple cookie jars, because at the end of the day, we're relying on these tech companies.
I mean, the people that I know who are the most successful in this business, they're online, do very specific pop-ups, and online is Marketplace, Kijiji, it's eBay,
Mm-hmm.
and then have done and dabble in auctions, turnover volume, and if you can kind of balance it with all of those happening and the right group of people and a beer sponsorship.
Yeah, and a weed sponsorship.
And a weed sponsorship, and a soup sponsorship.
And a Maxwell
someone
sponsorship.
to change my tires and change my oil. And
I agree.
juice boxes. Yeah, Uber Eats, we need some pizza right now. It'd be great if we could get a sponsorship from King Slice.
That'd be awesome, yeah.
I love King Slice.
I also I do know some mans who run logistics companies that contract out to Amazon, so that is an interesting thing. We could try to get a logistics company that contracts out to Amazon to run deliveries for us, or offer some sort of sponsorship deal of we'll advertise your logistics company. But
logistics being shipping.
Yeah, shipping, because now Amazon and all these companies, they don't pay their own drivers anymore. It's a bunch of Brampton mans. That's not stereotype based on cultures, but it's a bunch of people from like outskirts communities, from like tri-city communities who are willing to do whatever job. It's a very lucrative business that you either own the Sprinter vans or you rent a Sprinter van.
Yeah.
And then those are the guys, as you see, they deliver your Amazon packages. It's not an Amazon van that comes anymore. It's some white van with a guy wearing a high-vis vest. It's a private logistics company that Amazon then hires to take X amount of packages for the day and deliver them.
Right.
And those same people do overstock for different corporations, et cetera, that could also assist us with deliveries if we get to that scale.
Right, if you have like 200. But it would all be local deliveries.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
There are larger
local-ish, but like they're not shipping. Like they're not taking it to be shipped.
Yeah.
Abroad.
It'd be like, hey, we have 40 packages today. Can you deliver these throughout the weekend?
Right.
Business.
Who knows where this will go?
Okay. Do you want to do? We canceled our Amazon membership because I'm cool.
Nice.
Hey, fuck Jeff Bezos. Even though, hey, Bezos, give us our Twitch money. So Jeff Bezos, actually, sorry, we don't hate you, but
I mean, I have never had an Amazon membership. Never ordered anything off Amazon, but I can't really like go too deep into that because sometimes I need something. I just tell Emily to get it for me. But Amazon scares me. Like, it's scary.
I still have a student membership. They just still pay student fees.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos owns Twitch as well, though. That's the thing. So it's like we gotta praise our overlord a little bit.
Well, I mean, the greats are the greats.
The greats are the greats. You know, he went to space. He did go to space.
Really?
On a big blue penis rocket, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the internet meme. His rocket looked like a big dick when he went to space.
And he definitely knew that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I guess he took his brother with him. Jeff Bezos and his brother.
Just the two of them?
They had like three other people, three other paid clients. They had
like a
two crew and three other paid clients, and it was Jeff Bezos and his brother, just to show like Elon Musk that it's like, hey, we can do it, because they also have NASA contracts now. But I can. This is we're getting into nerdy rants.
Just go to
just
space.
2 billionaires showing who can build a better rocket. Yeah.
And then come back.
Yeah.
Have like champagne.
Yeah, pretty much.
Some sushi.
Yeah, because Elon just created his rocket that can land itself, and he named the landing platform Mechagodzilla because he's a troll. Yeah. I'm too informed on the internet stuff. When both sides of your brain went at the same time. Yeah. Patty's in the cool pool. Oh, I'm with it. I support Patty being in the cool pool. How do you feel about close?
Yeah. What's a cool pool?
It's just you're in her, like you're a cool person.
It's like instead of the hot tub.
Yeah, hot tub of cool people. Probably the grossest version of associating cool people.
A cool pool?
Yeah.
It's better than just like a warm...
That's just all share
warm bath?
Soup. Yeah, a warm bath of cool people. You want to sign out for the evening, though?
Yeah, I know how to do that.
Okay. Do you want me to lead it?
Oh, no, you better lead it, yeah. I don't know what to do. I just say, guys, this has been epic. We saw this whole thing closed live in real time.
Yeah.
You had some quality time with Bebe before I got here. Gels. I'm totally jealous. But we'll get quality time once you guys are gone.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks for joining. Shout out to Max Sold. Just NarleyMedia, Grandma's Dead Stock, Patty's Pop-Ups. We killed it.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. I think we should go for Chinese food or something like that. And cold tea.
We'll see.
But
it might be something we can do.
Night.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's going to be Sunday. Maybe that's our Sunday routine.
That actually sounds awesome. Yeah, that's about the
maybe
time.
We're jumping the gun, We didn't actually turn any of this stuff into any real money yet.
Yeah.
But maybe. This could have been just a big joke on us. But I don't think so.
Otherwise, I would say he nailed everything. You can catch us here. We'll be doing this monthly on a consistent basis, possibly more once we're successful at the process. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We're really down with the second screen content. So if you're watching us in the future, if you're just hanging out with us in the warehouse and it's not an auction closing stream, it's okay to have us on in the background and just tap in when you hear something interesting. And on top of that, we do simulcast. So we're on Twitch, we're on Kick, we're on YouTube. Right now, I'm trying to build my YouTube monetization, so send me a sub. No matter what platform you're on, hit that little follow button. Otherwise, on Twitch, the best way to support, you send a subscription on Twitch, you get to watch without ads. And he already hit it. We got Instagram, we got TikTok, same names. I'm NarleyMedia, Narley Media. That is my personal main. And then Grandma's Dead Stock is where I do all this reselling hustle. And we got Patty of Patty's Pop-Ups. That is PADDYS popped up.
Patty with the double D's.
Patty with the double. I keep wanting to call you Pete Dizzy, but there's a lot of stink on that name nowadays.
You know, when I was a kid, they used to call me Puff Patty.
Oh.
Yeah, and
you can't do that anymore. I was really like thinking before stream. I was like, I want to call him Pete Dizzy, but I can't do that anymore.
No, but it is PADDYS POPUPS.
Done. Okay.
Pop-ups.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Leems. Shout out. What was the name of the other guy who popped in? He was Dragon Kin? Dragon Kin?
Yeah.
Dragon Kin.
Kun.
Hey, it's Japanese.
Sorry.
It's still Japanese, okay?
Yeah.
Shouts to Dragon Kin.
It's so close, and I was just like, it's like so close. So close.
Appreciate everyone for coming through. Again, the lurkers are always okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Leems. I appreciate the conversation in depth with you as well, always. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Appreciate you, Maria. You're awesome. Cheers. I'm hitting the stop button. Okay, bye. Bye.
Thumbs up.
Bye.